level.
And we're here. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all?
Hi.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Roll up. Welcome to the Circus of the Broken Chain, where our player characters just realised that they've got 0 hit points on their character sheets.
I
At
think
level?
Oh wait,
The-
no, all the text
the
is
update
like
turned
white.
all the text white. Yeah.
Oh my god, it
Oh.
did too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why is it white?
Oh my.
So that
We will work
is
through
the
this.
thing.
It's a thing. I'm sure World20 is going to be notified. But
I will just say,
Oh,
go to options, go all the way to the bottom, change your color scheme to neutral.
that might do it.
So options. Oh,
Sheet
I see.
layout.
yeah, that
neutral?
fixes it.
Ta-da.
But it
oh
looks-
thank you.
You got black and white sheets, but we're good.
We can read it. That's
Illegible.
important bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So updates
Yeah.
affect everything. I'm sure that's going to be
Yeah, they've
shortly.
changed a lot of fonts and everything, and they didn't think how that would look on all the different sheets, so we just had
Well, just reacted to
white
the
on
sheets.
white. For our
Yep.
sheets.
We just had no hero points. No hit points. Like, wait, I can't see anything.
But
Yeah.
either way, we are back. This is Circus of the Broken Chain. This is season 2, episode 9.2. We're just going to ignore the 0.1 part because it was a disaster. And at least with
Yes.
0.2, we have Emi. Well,
Yeah.
most of Emi's voice is not all the way back, but she's here, which is great to see.
Someone gave Leafy some bad fertilizer.
Yeah. With some bad soil.
The snails and the slugs started, no? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're back. We have Syrinscape in the background. Syrinscape does awesome audio. It's amazing. Check them out. They're not a sponsor. Hideki Chibi did all our artwork for this episode, or for this thing. Check her out at Hideki Chibi on Twitch and Twitter, and bestokecc.com.au. She's all the, like when I say all the art, I mean the overlay and the character art. Everything looks amazing. MrLiveProducer did the designs actually for the overlay, which I've always forget to mention. But if you see some weird stuff going on the overlay, that's what he did. And of course, the intro music was done by Lorian Ross.
Hello.
I could be really mean and say what everyone else is doing, but like come on, you need to ship up it. Like, they do amazing stuff behind the scenes anyway, and they're here, which is all we need. We're here to have fun. We're here to put on a show, and today we're actually putting on a show. So I'm not going to be doing much. It's all on them. It's going to be more narrative style and more them doing everything. I'm just going to throw things at them. They know a couple, but I've already thrown a few of them at them in the previous episodes. But it's going to be interesting, let's say. So we'll start with our introductions. MrLiveProducer.
Hello, I'm MrLiveProducer. I'll be playing your... I always want to say Dwarven Shoonie, but your Shoonie fire-twirling Jake Blazing Fury, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Yay, I'm excited.
And one of the rare times where we're going to make you talk today, Emi.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. I'm playing Leafy, the Leshy Druid. And yes, as you can see, I'm still a bit sick. This is actually like me, like nearly recovered compared to like what I was.
Which is scary.
Yeah, because I was very sick last week, but we're all good, and I'm excited to play today. I'm excited to do the show. Yeah.
Yay.
So.
Lorian?
Hi, I'm Lorian Ross, and I'll be playing Azzy, the Kobold Sorcerer, who, since last week, has been turned into a marketable plushie.
Yo.
So this was something I've been waiting for months, and it finally arrived last week, and I could not be happier. So I have gone full hyper-obsessed, hyper-fixation D&D brain rot, and I've got a plushie of my kobold, which is life-size. Pathfinder brain rot. This is 1-to-1 scale as well. So
he's a small
He's so
boy.
tiny.
and you want to see something fucked up? He's even got.
Wait, did they actually do
my
that?
God.
Oh my! I was wondering if they did that or not.
Nice.
That is absolutely
Wow.
awesome and horrifying
That
at
is
the same time.
attention to
I
detail.
mean, I requested that.
Yeah.
Wow, that could have been a reveal in that. If only like a few months back. Like you could have gone, oh, by the way, and this is my plushie, and then when you see him sever, and then you pull the shirt off. the wing scarf.
Oh.
I think Jack Kaiser's art did a much more emotional and dramatic
It was
job
pretty
at that reveal.
Yeah.
Also, I realized I forgot to show off the runes for the week.
Oh.
The session has 2 runes because I drew one out of the bag and the other one fell out, and they kind of match together. So this first one is Perth, which is like initiation, something hidden, secret matter. And then this one fell out as well, which is Gebo, which is like partnership, like a gift, a union, like so some secret like partnership or gift or something's gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't sound horrifying at all.
Could be good, could be bad, but from what I was reading of this, generally it's good. So
Hi everyone, I am Del. I will be playing Lieriel the Liberated, your elven Syrinscape artist and cleric of Callistria, and once again blissfully ignorant person of all of the problems that have gone wrong so far.
Well, you'll be thrust into that shortly. Will.
Yeah, good for now.
Yes, everyone, my name is Will. I'm playing Jojyre Vanriek, the fast-talking, quick-witted scoundrel rogue and ringmaster of the Circus of the Broken Chain. And Jojyre knows everything that's wrong with the circus, I think. And everything is going terribly. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be the best shit show ever. And yeah, shall we get into it? We'll just go.
So, last time, again, when we were at the circus, a few things went wrong. We found out that there's been some aggressive recruitment happening in the background of the Circus of the Menagerie. Haven't really delved into everything or why or when or who was approached. Just you know that one of your new performers, Axel, with his magical Avery, his bird act, was approached, and although others would have taken it as a bit more threatening than he did, you could see that there was certainly an underlying threat of if you don't come to us, then there might be consequences. But Axel, being a naive performer, didn't see it that way. He's been reassured that don't worry, like you'll be safe, like we'll take care of you, and so he's going to still perform today, without too many issues. At least as much as you know. You're also informed of some competitive ticket selling, so to speak. And by competitive, they were selling tickets for your show. As in the Circus, the Celestial Menagerie was selling tickets for your show because they could get away with it. At least they got away with it enough. In dealing with that, there was a bit of panic. The show is now overly packed. Not that you're going to get all the proceeds, but it is now overly packed, which might do other things, but we'll see how that works. But at least the bleachers are big. Like, the bleachers are big and they're overly packed, and there's a big crowd for your first opening show in Escadar. In doing so, in investigating, you brought a young child, and I'm assuming family, because that's kind of being mandatory, for a backstage tour, because they had one of the special tickets, and found out that a young woman with spiky hair, red short spiky hair, was who sold those special tickets. And so you're now alerted that there's someone, or in one of your enemies, is lurking in the bleachers somewhere, or at least lurking around. And that's where we're going to open up with that.
Okay. All right. So let me get this straight. Tickets sold. by a spiky-haired woman, and this woman is in the crowd, and he's just kind of speaking to someone, whoever's nearby, like a roustabout or somebody. Tickets sold, and they're screwing us out of our money, and the show's about to go on, and it's a packed house, and everything's going wrong. I'm just gonna look around. Who is nearby where I am?
Azzy will probably be just hanging about. Well, not hanging about. He's preparing, but
perfect. Azzy, come here.
Yeah. What's up?
So,
What's good?
We have some problems going on with the circus right now. Just managerial problems. Just things that have to do with our livelihood and how long we're going to survive monetarily. And it's been a pretty big issue. There is a person currently in the audience. She has very red, spiky hair, and I would like for you to go and find her, or at least tell someone to go and find her.
Okay.
You are going to go on for a bit. We need to find her, and we need to get her. All right? Do you understand?
Okay.
Get her.
Spiky red hair. Get her out.
Spiky red hair. Get her. Just get her. All right? All right. I have to go on very soon. I will make sure.
Please, I really need some elaboration.
Just deal with her, Azzy. I trust you. If you don't know what to do, just ask Lieriel. Lieriel should know. And then I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna start prepping Eliza.
Fish guts. Lieriel.
You gotta start wandering off looking for Lieriel.
Lieriel would be doing a final check of the safety nets and all that, making sure that everything's good.
Lieriel, I just got Jojyre said there might be a problem.
What kind of problem?
He said that there's some lady in the audience with spiky red hair who he says get rid of her. She might be a problem. And he didn't say anything more than that, and
don't worry about it.
I don't know what that.
Yeah,
okay.
Did he not why they would be a problem? She would be a problem?
No.
Okay.
No. I tried to ask, but he was in a rush.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Will right now going, knew I forgot something. Is red spiky hair enough for me to recognize anything about this person, Karsh?
Society of Circus law.
I mean, I knew people at the previous circus.
Yeah, but you don't know everybody. It's a big circus.
Yeah. Sorry, my sheet does not want to open.
And they have a very, very high turnover rate.
Yeah.
If they escape.
I don't have a great society.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. I got no idea who that is.
Sounds like maybe one of the performers.
I'll look. And I'll go.
Do you want me to help? Do you want me to do anything? Do you want me to help at all?
You have to go on soon. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I mean, I'm towards the end of the show. Ish.
Yeah, if it's a big crowd. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
And you know what? Actually, after Jake's done, let him know. All right, but just after his act. And good luck. And I'll just give him a little tap on the shoulder. And I am going to go look into the crowd.
Okay. Meanwhile, as you look into the crowd, I believe, like, what else is going behind? So, Emi and MLP, what's Jake and Leafy up to?
Well, Leafy would be with May, with the animals, kind of like the animals have like signs, like the show starts soon, like making sure everyone's seated and like, so Leafy's currently front of house.
There's only one animal act in the show, so at the moment, but you're front of house.
With like
Oh, that's
with,
fine.
like-
You're yes,
yeah.
front of house. With your little menagerie yourself, guiding people into everything and getting
And
the
like
last people.
got like signs being like show starting soon, making sure everything's settled.
Mm-hmm. So Jake, what are you doing backstage?
Oh, well, I'm going through my equipment, doing the basic checks, and making sure no one's futzed with my equipment. I don't think anyone's come up to me and told me anything that's going wrong, apart from the whole, I know about the spiky head person. Because I was in the room when the child told me.
Yes,
was backstage.
you were in the room.
Yeah.
Yep, you were there.
Yep, I was there. So,
And who would possibly sabotage your equipment? Oh, you muted? You wanting to add to that?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I think you know everything that's going on because didn't Azzy tell you about Axel too? And you were the one that found out about the tickets.
yeah. I know everything's going wrong. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure the equipment is working. I don't want my equipment to break on me. It's fire. Fire bad.
Fire pretty.
I am full of fur. You do not want a deferred pug. Look at a Sphinx cat.
Okay. So, I think the stage is set. The anticipation has been built. As I said, overpacked crowd. It's great if you had all that income. And
Yeah. I mean, I look around at the group and I see people are scurrying to get all the things together, and Jojyre is just. All right, fine. We'll perform for people that didn't pay. We'll perform because we have to. We'll perform because we're performers. That's fine. That's fine. I did a huddle last time already, right? Yes, I did already. Perfect. Okay. Everyone, places please. We are about to begin. I hope that all of you are ready and all of you are ready for this. It's our first time back in Escadar, so let's just try to have fun, perform, and just do our best out there, alright? If we fail, we fail together. Alright. Music down.
Yeah.
Lights.
Leafy probably walks in with May and everyone now finishing getting everyone seated and stuff.
Right. Okay. You see Jojyre just kind of looks downwards for a second, just takes a couple of deep breaths. You've got this, Jojyre. You've got this. It's not the first time you've done ringmastering before. No, it's definitely the fifth. All right, let's go.
You feel just a reassuring tap on your lower thigh.
Thanks. And he just takes a step out past the curtain. And you just see it, as he takes a step out past the curtain, he just kind of stands there in the middle of the darkness, just kind of waiting for a second. Lights, please. As kind of the lights kind of go up. We don't have spotlights, so it's all the lights. And then as they all kind of go up, you just see Jojyre just standing there in the middle of the stage. And he just kind of looks all around and looks at everyone for a second. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my dear people of Escadar. I would like to first thank all of you for choosing to spend your time with our humble troupe. Our entire circus extends our most grateful thank yous. Tonight, yes, tonight, I want to show you the most wonderful set of performers that I have had the pleasure to nurture. This will be our first time performing in Escadar under the name the Circus of the Broken Chain. But before we begin our show, I must share some news of the utmost important. News that may shock many of you, news that may seem nothing more than libel, and news that may not seem entirely like the truth. But it is the truth. There is nothing less than fact in my words. And if you choose to believe a person such as I, thank you. I used to call Escadar my home. In fact, many of our performers did. It was our home, and in Escadar. Our place was once in what all of you may know as the Celestial Menagerie. Once a place in which all of us had our dreams forged, our acts perfected, and our hopes anchored. That place, the Celestial Menagerie, has nothing... Well, not nothing. It has now become a place in which there is nothing underneath. Nothing but broken people and fractured dreams. I was nothing more than a barker at the time, but now I find myself as a ringmaster. Not because of skill or courage, but of chance and cowardice. I come here today not to convince all of you of the treachery of the Twilight Feline, but to say, no, to plead that all of you consider what lies beneath. What lies beneath and what can lie ahead. Our circus only has one goal here tonight, only one drive to pursue. And that is all to make all of you happy. Now, I know I'm doing a very terrible job at this point in time, making all of you happy, but it is important for all of you to know why we are here, why we continue, and why we will always perform, even when the odds are against us. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce all of you to my very special group of people. They are my friends, my family, and my everything. They are the Circus of the Broken Chain. And again, thank you for coming. He just kind of gives a slight bow, and he just goes back into the curtain as the lights kind of come down. All right, Eliza, you're up.
Eliza heads out. I think we've got an issue.
An issue? You're gonna go up you have 10 seconds. Quick summary. What's happening?
The snakes. They don't look well. They're very sluggish.
I mean, aren't snakes sluggish anyways? Don't they usually slow? They have no legs.
In winter, yes, but not in it's.
I mean, it's not that cold in here. I mean, I could put up the heat. Jake, fire! Come on, quickly. We have to go. We have to go up.
Are they
There's nothing
sick?
we can do.
Do you have time to check if they're sick? You can do a natural, animal or natural roll.
Hang on.
Maybe medicine.
Hang on. Remove disease. There it is. Or to be remove poison. Fuck.
Animal handling.
I also have a heal animal, but I think that's more like the heal spell.
It is
a
more
heal
like
spell.
the heal spell, yeah.
Poison is different.
Where's remove poison? Where is it gone?
Meanwhile, the
It's a
crowd
third level spell, it's
anticipation.
all the way down.
Third level?
We don't know what's actually going on, so you might want to do an animal check first.
For neutralize poison, because I believe it is neutralize, you make a counteract check against the poison.
Yes, but you don't know it's a poison.
For disease,
need to do an
I
animal
want to say it's the same thing.
Well, there's
remove
the
disease.
remove,
That's
there's
different, I
remove
believe.
disease and there's
So
neutralize
there's different.
poisons.
So do an animal
It's
handling or
different.
medicine to see which branch.
Oh, I have to be super quick.
Yeah.
Can
Would
I
it
give an
be
assist
nature?
with medicine?
Medicine or
If
animal
using-
handling or nature, like those type of things. I'm probably quoting things. Okay, you
Super
know it's
quick, look.
poison.
Okay. I can heal.
Don't have much time. The lights
Mr.
are
Tickles,
out.
at the very least.
I can heal one of them at least.
Mr. Tickles, do it.
Which one's the best snake?
Mr. Tickles is the biggest. The show's
Mr. Tickles.
I heal Mr. Tickles.
Which one's the best snake?
neutralize poison. So that's a counteract check. It's against a. I don't have a. Where is it? Have a poison check, a fort save essentially.
Wait,
Of
so what do I?
It'll be essentially kind of like it's a spell casting ability check. So
Versus the
I believe
DC
that
of
would be
the-
the same as your spell attack roll.
yeah.
I can't just press that button. Okay.
DC 40, DC 22. Sorry, not 42.
Yeah,
is this
42
low?
would be
22,
a
not
little
42.
hard.
So the number in the big circle under spell attack roll, that's the number.
Yes.
That you
That's
add
the
to
modifier.
it,
Okay. That should work. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, nice.
Okay. With a 20, that's actually a critical spell. So that does other
Oh
stuff.
no! Please tell me not
Does it
going to do it.
Yes, so we
Uh,
can do.
Can I heal all
Neutralize
snakes?
poison.
Well, we'll see.
You
It
kill the
is a spell.
snake.
Okay.
No, it's positive because it's a
No,
20.
it is a positive because it's a spell. It's a critical spell. It's not a critical failure. It's a positive spell. So, the target. Well, it does say this. It says pretty colors. The target is dazzled. Until the end of the
Yeah,
turn, but we can turn that to it's sparkling and dazzling and
Pretty.
pretty. and
Mr.
glittery
Tickles
and-
drank the glitter.
Think of a glittery version of fairy fire is now coating Mr. Tickles
Okay, that's fine.
on top of the healing of the poison. So I'll give you a
Scales
plus.
are as sparkly as Azzy's.
So I'll give you a plus to that check as the snakes are poured out, and they're essentially put into a large giant ring where there's lots of snakes going on. Eliza goes to the audience and brings the snakes to the audience and interacts with them and shows off. And of course, the big showstopper. The big showstopper is Mr. Tickles, but we do need a roll.
Emmy, do you want to roll since you're kind of
Wait, am I
animal-y?
rolling?
Nature or intimidation, each one a +7, +2, so +9. Because
Yeah.
Mr. Tickles is now pretty. Actually,
roll.
for nature +9, for intimidation, you don't get the plus.
So
two.
+9.
Yeah.
So 1d20 +9.
Yes. Because
Okay.
in this case, pretty doesn't work
Yeah.
well with intimidation.
Do I re-roll that?
It's up
No,
to you.
that's a pass. That's
A pass.
that's a success.
Yeah.
So unless you wanted to go for a critical success,
Okay. I'll take the success.
So the oohs and ahs, like again, Mr. Tickle's mega big snake, and we have Emi just disappeared because she's turned around. Green screens.
Yes. You keep disappearing into the green screen and it feels like you're disconnecting.
So like the Zuzas, she really gets like the crowd ripped up with the snakes and the interactions because again, it's a packed crowd. So she can take them into the crowds and it's like she draws everyone's attention and we don't even need to send in the clowns. And we're not going to speak of that one. And that's the first act. Essentially the warm-up act.
the opening.
The opening.
Opener, yes. And as they're just kind of in the backstage, I'm just looking. I was like, yes, she's doing great. She's doing fantastic. It's amazing. Yes, 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 yes. The show is coming together. All right. Perfect.
But
Perfect.
before,
Yeah.
before Jojyre goes back out, while that is happening, I believe someone was out just looking at the crowd during that act.
Yeah. So
Meanwhile,
I think-
the spotlight shifts from the main stage where Eliza is to a darkened corner of the circus where the lights don't shine as bright, where a yellow outfitted performer He's just looking and scanning through the crowds.
Yeah, cool it on the performer title for now. Yeah, so is looking for red spiky hair, listening for trouble, anyone that's going like boo, or trying to cause a fight or make a scene. Just kind of looking around, doing her best.
Well, there are 7 bleachers. They're all overly packed. So pick a bleachers to scan through. You get 1 per performance.
Lieriel would start kind of in the middle.
1 per act, not performance.
One per act. So Lieriel would start kind of in the middle. So let's just go with the 4.
So you go with the middle bleachers, which is where Eliza's actually interacting the most, because it's the central, and she's in the central stage. And she's
I'll go like slightly off of the middle then. I'm not gonna interrupt the performance. Well, I didn't know that she was like right there.
You're looking more closely, but it's natural. So you're looking through, and like you scan through. You see, looking through and seeing, like, trying to peer into the eyes, and the spotlight's actually in that area, so you get a better look as well. Can I have a perception, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really bad.
There would be pluses because, again, spotlight in that area. But in this case, while you see a few people that are a bit like thuggish and maybe a bit like, you don't really see any, like, the crowd is more enthralled, and there doesn't seem to be any troublemakers in that area, in the bleachers number 4.
All right.
And certainly no one with short spiky hair or red spiky hair.
Okay. I'm just imagining like the most anime person ever with the like red spiky hair description.
Who knows, if you meet them, I'll send you the photo.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until the next time I get to make a check to look.
So backstage where Eliza comes back in, and the rustabouts and the helpers essentially are needed to put all the snakes backstage and pack them away. Jojyre.
Yeah, I just kind of walk back outside and just kind of says, "Shall we thank our most wonderful Eliza and her dear reptile emporium? It was very nice for her to open us with the, musings of her small reptilian friends. I'd like to give a thank you to all of her snakes, one by one. So thank you very much. Buddy, Pickle, Harvey, Nirvana, Baby, Moss, Raven, Aurora, Ginger, Leaf, Zoe, Izzy, Sammy, Ziggy, Precious, Bindi, Lotus, Bella, Dolores, Catalina, Apollo, Mars, Nigel, Ghost, Danger, Juniper, Ivy, Cherry, and the star of her scale generation, Mr. Tickles. Thank you very much to every single one of her reptiles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, for a different flavor, one that will, ignite a little bit of a spark in your hearts. The fire starters of our circus, our fire-twirling, blazing fury, Jake, our sparkling Shuni son, and accompanied by the fiery Flamboni sisters, Flame and Ash. Welcome them onto the stage. And he just kind of claps and just kind of quickly and just leaves the stage back into the curtain. Jake, you're on. Good luck.
Okay. I'm waiting for Karsh to give us anything else before I start. You're all good?
What would I do? What would
you do?
Okay, good. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not going to put anything else before I start. Yes, I'm calling you out.
Huh?
Okay. The Flamboni sisters enter the ring. The music and lights drop down to almost pitch black. Now with a fiery whoosh, the audience sees not one but 2 fire swords light up in the dark. But they're not the typical yellow fire that most people associate with fire, but they are a sickly green colour. as the audience sees the outline of Flamboni sisters starting to juggle the swords between each other. Okay. And they're rolling with deception or fortitude save for this one first.
The fortitude is the danger. The deception is the trick.
Okay, so I'll do that with the 7. So this will be their deception. Oh, +7, but they make it.
+7, they make
so
it.
that would make it 20.
Yep. And I will roll the fortitude save at the same time.
Because it is a dangerous, dangerous act to juggle fire.
That was at 7, so they failed. They failed that, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we send in the clowns.
That's up to you. That's up to the others backstage to send in the clowns or not.
I mean,
I
we,
think
we
it's
probably should.
actually
right?
it's a reaction, isn't it, of the person to cue?
Yes, but I would say that the person that is on stage can't can't send in the clowns. The people, it's up to you backstage if you want to send the clowns for a minor injury or an injury at this stage. It's a dangerous act. That's the fortitude save, I believe.
Yeah, that's the fortitude save.
It's once per act, right?
It's once per act.
It's
not
once per
per
act.
trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the once per act, not once per trick.
If Jake hasn't, if Jake hasn't gone yet, we should just save it.
But both tricks have this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so as the Flamboni sisters are doing their juggling act, one of them accidentally touches the blade and throws a little bit faster. So their pace is a little off. Okay, no. So the sisters are working with a flourish and a twirl. It doesn't look as clean as it could have been, but they're throwing the swords to each other, just trying to do it faster. I would say the sister on the left is the one that's got pretty much touched the blade. So as they're moving, they're trying to wave their hand out a little bit, just to get rid of some of the oil on their hand. And as she can't really handle it much more, they both throw the swords in the middle, and Jake, before he's ready, reaches up and tries to catch the swords. So I will go for the first trick there. Okay, so Ash. Okay, so I will roll my athletics to try to catch the swords. See if it works. I'm going to re-roll that. I'll send it.
What's your DC? Is it 20 or 15?
DC for this is 20.
Okay, you might want to re-roll that then.
No, because my DC, because I'm at trick DC 20 now. Is that correct, Del?
Yeah, you're a DC 20.
Okay.
So I'll need to re-roll that.
So
I'll use my...
Do we get to re-roll?
That's what hero
in
points
shows? I thought that we didn't use hero points in shows. But that's also me trying to remember something that happened over a year ago from our very, very first show. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's a Karsh question. Can we re-roll using hero points on tricks?
I think no. Let's fail and play to find out.
Shouldn't have said anything.
I've been doing a lot of like Powered by Apocalypse right now, so play to find out. It's okay to fail. Failing forward.
I have a question.
Yes?
How are we supposed to meet the ante if we're only doing one check per trick?
2.
So
If you're a
you
trick
can do
level-
more than one.
Yeah.
But so Jake's going to generate 5 anticipation if he succeeds, because his level is 5. Whereas the Flamboni sisters are still
Oh.
level 1, so they only generate 1 anticipation.
Oh, I see. Or
Ah.
excitement. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes
Or
sense.
yeah, excitement. Sorry.
Okay.
I
just
can
wanted
figure
to
out
check.
from last.
I
Never-
was
never
just not
mind.
sure how that worked.
Okay, so instead of the fire swords flying through the air being caught by Jake in the hands, instead they fall behind him. And the swords which go behind him give him a sick green glow as they just stay there. And Jake's just standing there and then pivots around and grabs the swords by the handles, pulls them out, and starts to do a practice kata with the swords. As the swords start to flicker and die, one of the Flamboni sisters throws in a small bag. And the second trick is me doing an attack on that, so that will be, again, I would say athletics to slash the
Think so?
bag. Okay.
You have map.
I have maps.
Just keep that in mind.
So that would be with negative what, 3?
Uh,
Or
you
negative 4.
don't have the agile trait, so it's -5.
Actually, I do have the agile trait.
No,
Then
you have
4.
the fire trait.
Ah, okay. So different traits. All right, never mind.
Yes.
So -5 on this roll. Please be a good roll.
Please fail. There you go.
Good roll, even without with the 5 map.
Yeah.
You see Jake slash the sword, slash the little packet that was thrown towards him. The swords, the thing breaks open, and the fire swords light and absorb the flame. It's Epsom salt powder, which then converts the dark green fire into a cleansing white fire. And then he continues on with the trick, and then as the swords start to fade out, the swords are slashed, put into the ground to extinguish them, and then the trick ends. And then during the blackout, both Jake and the Flamboni sisters leave the ring, and they come up, and the ring is empty.
And with the fire, with the blades going through the bag, that not just the white fire, but it'll be a massive fireball, like a white big fireball that flashes and then you just disappear.
Pretty much.
So like you set off essentially a massive flashbang.
Yeah.
And then just a flash, and then there's nothing. And everything's quiet. But meanwhile, backstage, what's happening?
Now, I'm going to say this because it is a fire trick. It is dangerous for me as well. I'll roll my fortitude save.
Yes, you do need to do that. That's a pass.
Okay, I'll take that.
Almost chopped off your tail.
No, I was actually going to. If I failed, some of the embers from the fireball was going to go into Jake's clothing, Jake's fur.
Aww.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
We
backstage,
don't have a patchy doggy.
Azzy, did you tell Larry already, or did she find the person and get rid of them, or?
He kind of like looks up from his guitar that he's. Yeah, I told her. I think she's out now looking for them. Sorry,
Okay,
I would, but
perfect,
I've got, I've not practiced nearly enough, and I'm freaking out. So, sorry if I'm not very useful, but I really want to get this right.
Just rest, just relax, yeah.
Okay, he just goes back to.
Leafy's like split between watching May and being ready in case someone gets hurt, because Lieriel's gone somewhere else and Leafy doesn't know where Lieriel is. So Leafy's like, okay, I guess I'm medic now.
Leafy, perfect. Yeah. Okay, perfect. You and May are you done with the putting the people into the seats and bleachers and things? Done yet? Flyers and stuff?
Well, the show started, sir.
Okay, perfect. Can you he looks around for a second. Can you help? Can you go find Lieriel and please help her? There's a person here that we need to make sure they do not go do anything bad, because they may do bad things to the circus, and that would not be good. All right? Can you find her
Am I
and just, you know?
taking May with me?
No, you should leave May here. I don't think you should take. In this situation, I would not. But we can give May a different job. I will assign her something else.
She looks over. What can I do? What's my job?
I will assign her something else. All right, Leafy, if you can go find Lieriel, please. All right, May.
May,
And
please,
just kind of.
please stay with Blueberry and the wolf, and like don't go anywhere. Just make sure they stay here, and don't cause trouble.
She looks a bit disappointed in that last part.
Maybe you could watch the show.
As only a 6-year-old would.
Do you want to watch the show?
I've got a job.
I've got the job for May. Don't worry. May will be taken care of, as long as we see to find Lieriel. Because I'm not sure.
Us sisters.
Yeah. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go find Lieriel.
All right. Perfect. All right.
What's the job?
Okay. Yeah. Let me just bring you to your supervisor really quick. I go find Jake.
Did you just abandon her? I do want to.
God damn it!
Did you just abandon a 6-year-old backstage in a show?
No. I'm taking her with me to go find Jake to supervise her.
This is a meanwhile while Jake's performing.
This is meanwhile Jake's performing.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
I go find Jake. He's in the middle of the ring.
Okay.
Sage.
Okay. I fed my intelligence check. So,
Well, he's made a new clown.
I'm going to just kind of lean down at May. I'm going to go onto a knee. I'm going to say, all right, May, I want you to observe 2 performers out there right now, all right? I want you to just take it in. You're not going to do what they're doing, but one day you may perform up in front of a crowd like this.
I haven't performed in front of a crowd like this. I was proud of the Menagerie. I was a star.
Oh no.
Yes, but I'm talking about being a solo act, or maybe having someone accompany you is what I'm talking about. Yes, that's why I'm saying you need to take this in. Take this in. Jake right there is the star while the Flamboni sisters are accompanying him. So just take this in and observe very carefully how they do it. And we're just going to sit there and watch.
That's my job.
No, you're observing. You're learning.
I want to do something more fun.
You will do something more fun in a second, just for a second, just until this part of the show is done.
Come on, Blueberry, come on, Wolfie, let's go. And
you cannot leave. I'm literally I'm gonna just put my hand on her shoulder and say, I'm the ringmaster. So, please, you have to listen to me while the show is going on.
Maggie, Marjorie. Calling her sisters.
And I'll say at that point there'll be the big giant fireball.
And then and you see the flash of white come through the stage curtains.
Just kind of okay, perfect. All right, they're done. I'm just gonna I'm grabbing her by the hand and just kind of ushering her towards Jake. I'm just kind of
So you see Jake is patting and going, go, trying to leave the stage before the
Flamboni sisters as well with hot implements of juggling and performing.
Okay, perfect. You did a great job, everybody. Jake, you're in charge of her. All right, I have to go upstairs and reintroduce. All right, bye. And I'm just gonna leave.
Hi.
Again, cutting back to while the show was going on. We have our spy, our observer, Lieriel. A bit harder this time. Quite a bit harder because the lights are out.
Muted.
And it's harder because you also muted.
Yeah, nope. Sorry. I'm going to look in section 3.
Okay.
I cannot roll for. Yeah.
You can send the clowns. No, you can't.
So you're looking at section 3 again. It's darker. It's harder to see.
Yeah.
Like it's like you do have night vision. I'll give you that one.
I do.
Yeah. But it's darker, and there's a lot of people there. As you're looking through, you don't seem to know. Like you're looking like it's a packed crowd. It's hard. If someone was hiding, they might have, you could say, advantages here, because there's so many people in the crowd.
Normally, I'd be really good at finding them anyway, but I can't roll for anything tonight.
That as well. So, as you're scanning, you don't seem to find anybody. There's, again, a couple of drunks. People from the city. People from...
We're near the woodworkers district.
Yeah, probably the less affluent parts of the city as well, in that area. It's certainly a bit more rowdy, but they're contained at the moment. And you don't see anyone with spiky hair or spiky red hair.
Yeah.
And then, so after the act, when Jake runs back and he's palmed off the young 6-year-old tightrope walker, Jojyre emerges once again.
Give a round of applause for our very, very special Jake and Flame and our very special Flamboni sisters. Now past the sparks and lighting of those fire starters, I hope you're ready for their thunderous stomp onto the stage. The Dwarven Throwers! Duncan, Justin, Hamish, and... Where is Caleb? Oh, there he is! And I'm just going to just put it up, and then just on top when the lights kind of come up, they're just going to have one of the Dwarven Throwers like higher up in the sky as I just kind of scurry off again.
And the Dwarven Throwers, the Dwarven Throwers have an interesting act. Instead of a human cannonball, they throw them. They're dwarves, and they get thrown on a catapult from one side of the audience to the other, across all 3 stages, where they have warned that they've amped up the pressure on their catapult just to be a bit spectacle, and they might hit the ceiling tonight. But it's all part of the act, isn't it? So we're going to get a roll. We're going to get a... Want me to do it, or...
I feel like Will should.
I think Will.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's an acrobatics or athletics. Which one would you like to do?
I would like to do athletics because it's so strong now. I'm about to... Okay, perfect. I muted. Perfect. Amazing. All right.
So athletics is the plus 10. As they shoot themselves across from one side of the audience to the other. You see May backstage trying to look and watch, even though she was told not to, or she was told to and she didn't want to, but she seems quite interested in the act. I think after the ship journey, she kind of enjoyed that type of thing. But as they fly across the air, they do tricks, they do acrobatic tricks, and they land in their net. They get pretty close, maybe only about 10 meters from the rafters, from the ceiling, from the big tent net. They've changed their angle and they plop down on the side, come close to the other rigging and bits and pieces along the way. So it's not like the safest of ways. The audience cheer, they row, they love it. It's great. Meanwhile, in the darkened corners,
does Leafy find Lieriel?
Leafy finds Lieriel hiding. Leafy finds Lieriel hiding in the corners, stalking more than hiding.
Jojyre wanted me to help you.
Okay, wonderful. Right, have you seen Jake? I asked Azzy to send him back.
Jake?
Never mind. We're looking, I guess, for someone with spiky red hair that wants to cause trouble.
Okay.
I think it would probably be best. Do you want to search this section and just find me? Or you have message, right?
I don't know if I have message. I don't think I do.
But while that's going on,
I'll just go find you if I see anything.
Yeah, I'm going to be in that one. And so just points to separate sections.
since Jake is looking after May, can he be watching on May, looking out at the same act? And while he's looking
May-
out?
No
Here's
one
a
told you that you
complication.
need to be looking.
No, I'm just saying, well, May could be looking, but I was also told about the red-headed person.
Well, you're told, are you looking after May or are you looking after, or are you looking out?
Oh, I'm May, protect May. Protect May. If I didn't, Dell would probably kill me.
Not me. Lieriel.
Lieriel will probably kill me.
No, she wouldn't kill you.
So is it just
she
a
would just be very
perception?
sad.
She'll put chili in my tea flakes.
So, where is Lieriel looking and where is Leafy looking? Like, which part are you throwing? Are you trying to push Leafy?
I would
to?
have pointed Leafy towards section 2, getting more towards the outskirts, and Lieriel would have gone back to section 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll perception.
A perception, yes.
I can't see in the dark.
Well, that's
you
going
have
to be a
low light
problem.
vision, but not dark vision.
Yeah, I have low light vision.
I'm gonna use a hero point. I am sick of this. I'm using a hero. I'm actually gonna go back into the Roll20 too. Just give me half a second.
Also, just note if you're watching earlier, the hero point stars are changed a little bit. We had to swap to an older overlay for this other recording. That's why there's a little bit of shift, but we're on the right ones now. Dell has gone from 2 to now to 1 as you're dropping 1 hero point for your search.
I am just.
Meanwhile,
I'm supposed to
Leafy,
be good at this.
Which one were you looking at? You're looking at number 2.
Yeah.
Well, you don't see a spiky-haired red woman, like spiky red-haired woman. You do see a man in purple.
What's he doing?
Watching the show, but well, when everyone like laughs and reacts to the show intently, he doesn't react as much. He's just watching and waiting. This man in purple.
Is he looking at the crowd at all? Just looking at the show?
It's just the show, it seems.
Leafy's gonna go find Lieriel to tell Lieriel. Lieriel?
Yeah. What's up?
That guy in purple's in the crowd.
Just in the crowd?
He's not doing anything, he's just watching the show.
I don't love that. Oh God. Have I seen anyone in section 5?
No.
All right. You know what? Yeah, let's just kind of let's go back over there. I don't like the sound of that. And besides, we can check section 1. That's near enough. And I'll go back over with her to section 2 and kind of.
Okay. So you start looking around and you point out as I described, he's not watching the show. Like he's not watching the show, but he's not watching. He just seems to be waiting.
Is he like just staring ahead? Is he like looking?
He looks like he's looking, but he's not reacting.
So he just kind of.
Just there.
Yeah,
waiting.
he's just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that unsettles me.
Meanwhile,
Kind of lurk.
backstage, what's Azzy about?
I'm really nervous. Who is anyone there like around me? Who's there with me?
Jojyre, May, and Jake are the people backstage for the most part.
I'm
Probably
I'm kind of freaking
Axel.
out. I'm kind of freaking out.
Wait, Azzy, you
Axel
don't
would
have to
also
freak?
be backstage.
Mm-hmm.
So would Fidget, actually.
And Fidget, yes.
Mm.
And Axel, actually, can I just get like a intimidation, please, from Azzy?
Intimidation?
Yeah.
From Azzy?
Yeah. I know this is probably not your strong point. I know this is not a conscious thing you're doing.
I think he's
It is my strong point, but like
Not for that
when
reason.
I'm channeling, when I'm like going into crazy avatar state, not when I'm just having a bit of a panic attack before going on stage.
The
we'll roll it
reason
anyway.
is that you're having a panic attack before going on stage,
Oh
but you
my.
also,
panic.
the person that you're going on stage with is not the most stable emotional character. So your panic attack, well, before going on stage, is now affecting Axel.
No, that's not good. Azzy.
Oh no! I'm freaking. Yeah.
No, Azzy,
Yes.
come over here. Come here. Come stand in this box
yes.
over here. Come stand in this box. Yes.
Hold on.
All right. You're still a little bit too short. Let me just lead. Okay. So this is something, Azzy. This is something my mom taught me. But when she was younger,
Yeah.
all right, to calm down and stuff like that. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You put one hand on right hand, right shoulder, right. Left hand,
mine,
left shoulder. No, on mine. And I'm like reaching over it and then just like
I can't.
putting it
You're
across.
gonna have to crouch down.
Yeah,
a
I'm
bit
leaning
more.
down. I'm crouching down as much as I can. All right. Okay. So okay. Now, as you look at me. All right. Eye to eye contact. Right.
You are. I can't look anywhere else.
Oh yes, of course. Okay. All right. Breathe. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. All right.
1, 2, 3. Breathe. Okay.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Good. It only works if you. It's something that my mom did to me when I was younger. Whenever I couldn't sleep or anything like that, she always do that to me just to. I see you.
I've not seen
Don't
you do
worry.
that before.
Yes, I've only. Well, it's only. I don't do it. I only do it with family. That's why. All right. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Oh.
It's something that my mom taught me when I was younger, and it really helps. And also, it just gives you the message, Azzy. I see you. All right. I see you. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be fine.
Sure.
Right. Okay. And I look over at Axel.
Can you do the same to Axel?
Axel's starting to panic as well. But he looks at when he sees Jojyre looking at him, he starts moving away.
Yeah, like I'm smiling when I talk to Azzy, and then right when I make eye contact with Axel, the smile just disappears. just, I just look at him.
Hence the
for a
moving
second.
away.
I just kind of walk over towards where Jake is. Can you talk to Axel? I don't think he likes me very much.
Okay. Is this happening during the act?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just making sure we're not going to be... We're on a time crunch.
And I'm making sure that
I'll
May
do
doesn't...
it. You stay here, says May.
No. You need to make sure the Dwarven
This
throwers
is my job.
are doing the...
You do your job.
Actually,
And she
you know
starts
what?
skipping off.
I'm going to let May do it.
Well, you're going with her if you're letting her do it.
Yep, I'm going with her to make sure May's okay, but I'm letting May take control of this one.
It's on your head.
Little May goes to Axel, and I'm sure you're like just in the distance, like watching and listening. Little May goes up to Axel, and she pulls over one of the crates and steps up on it and climbs up to it to get eye to eye. She puts her hands over heads, says, "You can do this," and if you don't, she slaps him. And if you fail me, she slaps him from the other side. Good. Now get back out there. She turns around and she has a big bright like smile and and steps off
Can
the
I
cage.
see? Can I see what Axel's like right now?
He's just stunned, but he doesn't seem as anxious.
I'll take that. Does May come back to me?
Question is, who did she learn that from?
I was wondering.
I don't know. It must have been something she picked up from a book.
Are you asking? Is Jake asking? Is
Actually,
Josiah
I will
asking?
ask. Because Jake, May hopefully will come back to Jake. That's amazing. Where did you learn that from?
I can't remember, but I was young when I was taught it.
Well, let's.
I think it was
see
my
if-
first show.
And
But
this
I was
is-
only a little kid back then. Now I'm a full performer.
There you are. So let's see how Axel's feeling now. Axel?
It takes him a moment. Sorry.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you
then
ready
he looks
to
at
go?
May and just.
It's okay. I'll protect you from the evil May. No, this was May. Good job. Now you go out there and do
He's
what you
just
need
beaming.
to do. Now you go out there and do your best.
By the way, children can hit surprisingly hard when they want to,
Yeah.
because they don't know their own strength.
Yeah.
Or someone who's been punched by a child.
I have one wrestle and jump on me most nights, so yay. Anyway, back to the show. The act is over. The drawing throwers come in. The rustabouts are getting everything packed away. It's now Jojyre's time to go back into the spotlight. Well, we say spotlight, as been mentioned. You haven't upgraded to spotlight, so every time he goes out, the house lights turn back on.
As I just turned back on, and I'm hoping Lieriel's taking this chance to look for the spiky-haired woman. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go back out. And I'm just kind of run by Fidget. Fidget, everything good? Everything explodes?
You see, like, yeah.
Good, perfect. You're so reliable. I'm just gonna go out. All right, and then just kind of just go out into past the curtain again, and just say, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and finally our finale. I know our show is very tight, and it's very well, we don't want to waste any of your time with anything superfluous. So, our finale. Our hopes are placed on these last three performers. They are our newest additions, and they will be the stars of our next generation. Axel's amazing aviary, our king of all things foul. Azzy the hydrokinetic kobold, our small lord of the aquatic realm. And Fidget the fire-working sparkmaster, our virtuoso of alchemy." And he just kind of just goes out and just steps back as the lights go down. And when they come back up, the three performers are standing in each ring.
As he's holding a guitar, and as the lights come back on and he sees all the faces of all the audience members, I would like to make a will save against the being frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let Karsh set the DC. Let's see how this goes.
I would say it's a failure. It's an overpacked crowd.
No, that was
Okay,
saving throw?
I'll play this then.
Okay.
And Leafy,
Oh.
Spark of courage. Play this
One
when
of
you
my,
have the
I'll
frightened
play one of my
condition.
hero point cards.
I was gonna say, like,
And so, despite fearing, despite being afraid, and like having, because as he's always been agoraphobic, he doesn't like crowds. He doesn't like not knowing who the people are who are looking at him. So this is just like he's freaking out, but he just sort of like remembers the breathing, and lets himself calm down. And then he starts stepping forward and starts strumming on his guitar. And as he does so, he kind of multitasks, and the water starts to
float around him. And he speaks. I would like to tell you all a story. A story of how I came to be part of this circus. And a story of my own, where I came from. And I've written a song, and let's see how it goes. Lying by the water's edge, with shifting shades my worries drift away. Curtains of flowing light, reflections of the sunlight dance and sway. Just this moment, all about the world is calm and clear. With open eyes, a bird I spy as it drifts upon the wind and disappears. Where you flying to? Can I fly with you? A simple shape and a jolt awake. The water in the stream now finds my eyes. With shaking legs and hurried breaths, I try to keep that bird within my sight. Where are you flying to? And I fly with you. Arms up high, my feet leave the ground. With nothing to hold me up, I come crashing down. The wind that cannot carry me now only brings a chill. Distant bird call sound, never more skybound. And as he sings this song, he animates with the water, multitasking and really focusing. A bird shaped in water that flies down and sort of dances around in front of him. And as it flies away, he almost sort of starts to walk after it. And then towards the end of the song, as he strums the final chord, the water forms wings that sprout up from his back and then dissipate into rain that falls on the stage.
And during this song as well, you see like something happening in the audience, like little lights start up, sparklers, have been passed out to the crowd, and you see like as you start like as the song starts, small sparklers start and they start raving from side to side, and at least the front row of the crowd, some of the overflow, have got the sparklers going as well to the song. The birds from Axel help. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I planned with Axel to have like the birds be a part of this act as well, and fly around, and the lights and the pyrotechnics to form like sparks that refract in the water, and the curtains of flowing light, reflections of the sunlight, is the light from the sparklers and pyrotechnics refracting through the water to form the caustics on the stage, the light ripples and light.
But
in that act,
at the crescendo of your song, blackness. You're covered in blackness, in nothingness, not what you expected, not something you were planning. You don't believe it's from Fidget, or you don't think it's from Axel. Can I have everybody backstage do a fortitude save, please?
So all our lights go out.
So by everyone backstage, you mean Will and MLP?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Man.
I'm using my reroll.
I'm
using my reroll.
Before Jake rerolls, it is scent based.
Oh, which means that it is a
1 degree higher.
One higher.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
As a green cloud backstage starts moving and emanating and spreading. Will, are you re-rolling that?
Instant death, or should I reroll
I'm not saying
this?
instant
I'll
death.
reroll. I'll probably reroll
Delayed
this.
death.
Sure.
I have a question for front of house.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Emi and I have reactions.
Yeah, can we maybe do a roll or something? See how quick
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We're doing parts because there's 3 separate locations here. There's on stage where you can see the performers. There's a black blob where the performers were. In behind you, there's some smell coming from it. So Jojyre re-rolled and will take that last hero point away.
You say black blob, like we are still in the light?
You're still in the light, you can see. But where the performers were collating, where they were like crescendoing,
okay, that changes
nothing.
things.
It's just black.
Does it cut off the end of the song?
It's right at the crescendo of the song. I said in chat that that's cheating because I didn't want to stop you from doing that. Like I had to let you play through, but we're cutting a little bit back because I wanted to have that because it was beautiful.
Okay.
But so cheating because I couldn't stop you.
Did that purple fucker do something?
So I'm gonna say we were watching him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we say it's like as the last chord strums and then suddenly like that?
Actually, I would like that as well because that is probably the worst time for it to happen.
Yeah.
Just everyone's caught in that emotion. Everyone's going, and there's no relax. There's no drop.
Yeah, because we would have, at least either me or Lieriel would have been watching the purple guy. Would he have done anything?
We'll go back to back of stage because there's 3 places here, so let's do that first.
Okay, so
so those that failed the poison save, take some damage. We'll deal with that.
I hate to say it, but May's there as well.
Yeah. Okay. So
what's May's fortune save?
Jojyre takes 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Jake takes half of that, or 4, because there's 1 stage higher. Actually, no, wait. That's a crit fail.
Yes, I take 16.
16 for Jojyre.
Okay.
You are sickened. So Jojyre sickened 2, and Jake sickened. Jake is not sickened.
Okay.
as that's what's
Just
happening
caught
in the
up
background.
song.
As for the observers, the stalkers, you as you're watching the song end up, you see an emotion from the man in purple. You see, like, when everyone is in the crowd, and even yourself's like, oh my god, that is so beautiful. That's like, but you start seeing him smile, just it starts really slow and really slight, and by the end he's grinning, and then bang, nothingness.
Wait, like he disappears?
No, he's grinning when like that blackness erupts. He didn't do anything himself. But it seems to be like more in part of it. Something's there.
All right. Are we allowed to do things?
And now we'll go into what are you doing?
Okay.
As people are like,
quickly spell, like, save the share.
The people around him are are laughing, and there's almost like a heckling starting to erupt of like, what's going on? Hey, we paid good money for this. Oh, what? And there's this, and it seems to be directly around him, and there seems to be other parts which are starting to react as well.
So Lieriel,
Azzy will. Let's see. Is there a spell I can cast? What can I do?
Hang on, Lieriel's doing something.
I've got it. I've got something. Lieriel is going to. Oh, wonderful! We have a map, don't we?
Yes, you do.
We cannot see anything on the map.
I will be getting that fixed, but just bear with me.
Yes. I'm going to sort of run to where I can line myself up with those 3 circles, so that I can hopefully, sort of get my way through all of this. And I am going to cast Searing Light. I'm hoping that none of you all are secretly undead.
What does it do?
So it shoots a blazing ray of light, and I'm gonna try and kind of do it upward. You
have a spotlight.
Yeah, I'm attempting to counteract the darkness. So it says if the light, well, I guess I have to succeed on something. If the light passes through an area of magical darkness,
I don't know if that'll work.
Then I can counteract it.
I could just try casting Dispel Magic.
That
both.
Smart.
Both.
Yeah. So how to counteract?
If one fails, you can do the other.
Yeah. So.
I can see better. Yeah. Where were we? We were like near.
So we were here-ish. So Lieriel would probably have run to here or run to here.
I put you
not too far
where I thought you'd be, which would be still near the curtains, but looking, observing instead of being into the audience themselves.
Okay.
Oh no, I fully meant that Lieriel was going into the audience.
Okay. Then you can go into that.
Sorry,
area.
I thought that I had made that clear. Like Lieriel was in the audience looking around. I'm so sorry. I should have been.
All good.
How big's where's the blackness?
So Lieriel would have moved here in order to cast it. I guess, yeah, that's a good question, is where is the darkness?
Essentially the center like the center area.
How big is it?
Just the middle ring,
just
or
the
all
middle.
3 of them? Just the middle ring?
But as all 3 acts combined into the middle, that's when it got covered.
So like here, essentially, just that first center. Okay.
At first, as he's not sure what to do, but seeing like the blackness and everyone's kind of like going, what the hell's going on? He's gonna just start playing something else. He's gonna start playing like some ominous chords, as if this is try and play it off that this is part of the act.
Yeah.
This is what you get when you get theatrical people and people working production doing a circus show. Okay. We know how to handle all this shit.
It's just like.
So it's a 26 to counteract.
And what are you counteracting?
the target. This spell specifically counteracts magical darkness,
Okay.
and that's counteract rules. So it depends on its level and whether that's a success.
Okay, let's set the level. What level does it need to be?
Is a 26 a success?
Against what level?
It's so like for me it would be like my spell DC. Like the save DC of whoever cast it.
Yeah. Sorry, those
Yeah.
I've got.
So let's look at the rules for counteracting.
So,
And then, well,
Sure.
I've looked up the rules. So what the 26 is trying to beat is that DC of the spellcaster, and
Okay.
then the level would be like the level of the spell. So if it was a 3rd level spell, so you kind of have to determine 2 different things.
okay, so I've got to determine 2 different things which I didn't. Oh,
It's
that's
easiest to
great.
determine.
I don't get black and white. I don't get to change the colors of my NPCs. So mine are white colored. But either
Okay,
way,
so how about what we do now is go
I've got
to
a
our
spell
break.
DC. We can do an ad break, or we'll break now, and we'll start into the new. Good idea.
And we can figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll be
I
right
think it's a
back.
good time for the break.
Yeah, we've been, even though it's really short, this is going to be a shorter session, and we've had a few failed attempts for pre-heroes so it's actually quite late for us. But we'll have a break. We'll be right back, and we'll start something. Well, something they knew something was going to happen. Let's just face it, because it's always going to happen. But we'll be back shortly. Stick around.
I do not have.
And we're back.
Yes.
The tension is on.
I am afraid.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
the dark we left we left the break with what happens to the darkness. The darkness we figured out does dissipate. It goes away. And standing in the middle of in the central stage is Axel. Axel, Fidget, and Azzy.
Can I, as
Yes, you can
the
act.
darkness is dissipating, can I cast dancing lights to make it like a light show as the darkness, like make it look like they're coming out of like
You can try. Yes, you can cast a
casting
spell. And,
dancing
yeah.
lights.
Is it? It's like the It's like a combination of the searing light and the dancing lights. Is like a big effect.
Yeah, make it look pretty.
Hey, I did my using chemicals. I actually researched what chemicals you would use to make
It's just a
each color effect.
cantrip.
Okay. Can I have have you got a performance or something, performance role you can do to try to show it off? Like, magic's magic,
Yeah.
but you're trying to
Could be.
make it pretty to hide the fact that something bad is just going on.
Okay. A performance roll.
I was going to say, is this something like a roadie roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick thinking.
Excellent.
Okay, so performance at 27. You're kind of stealing back the crowd. There's still hecklers in the crowd. There's stuff going on. As you're doing that, you see something fly past you. You swear, looks like a cup or something that was a beverage just got thrown past you at great speed. Let's see if it hits though. Telekinetic projectile.
Oh, it's a really hard cup.
And
It's
it's
a
a critical
thing.
spell.
On
Oh. On
Not Leafy.
Leafy or Lieriel? Lieriel? Or a
No,
person?
that's on the center stage. That's on
No.
Azzy.
There's no way. There's no
I would like-
way.
it's a crit.
It's a crit. I haven't rolled the critical effect yet, but it is a spell which is critical, though.
Like it's a 20 crit.
Oh, creature I'm aware of. I
You're
wouldn't
not
be
aware
aware
of
of
yet.
them.
Cannot cringe.
Yeah, and it's a strike as well.
So, let's do the critical effect for a spell. We've had pretty colors. Normal damage, target is stunned 2. So, the critical damage is total of 9, as it looks like a
lot for
jug
me.
or like a metal cup or something that someone was drinking from. Just gets thrown from the audience. It just looks like someone's thrown from the audience because there's boos, there's cries, but this was much more than that, and it just hits you in the head and just stuns you.
Okay, what does stun do? I can't act. Cool.
Well, it stuns 2, so I think you might lose.
Yep.
Yeah, a
Do we
couple of
get
actions.
to,
I
do we get
lose-
to do
I'm
any
losing-
rolls for
I'm
the
gonna lose 2
performance
turns.
anyway?
Oh no, I lose 2 actions on my
Actions.
next turn.
Not turns.
Yeah.
In the back, can I get a perception check,
That's not.
like backstage?
Okay.
21. Who poisoned me?
Well, that's for the who poisoned you. Exactly that. Let's see. There is stuff there. Mhm.
A very important question for Azzy's mental state: how many people are booing?
There are groups of booing.
So
Are
there's
they
like maybe like a group
groups
of
that are
5 in each
scattered?
stand.
Yeah,
I-
there's like groups that are scattered between the bleachers.
I
You
would
can
say
see the
that they're
tension.
plants.
Uh-huh.
Like, is everyone around them like sort of like saying stop? Like, you know.
No, there's
What's everyone
small
else around
groups, like small groups in each bleachers.
Yeah. But like are the
But the-
people that are not part of those groups saying like fuck off,
Yeah.
this is actually
There-
great?
there's pro because I mean you've just had pretty lights showcase it, but there seems to be again plants.
Yeah, plants.
Yeah.
Quick, Leafy.
Back in the stage, we have a 21 and a 12. The 12 is not going to see anything. I was just looking up the 21 before I had to close that back down. Let's get this back up again. Stealth. It was here. Should be here. It's there. Okay, the 21. You don't see who poisoned you, but there seems to be a gas cloud now in this back area.
Jake, get the performance to safety, all right? Make sure they have fresh air. Make sure everyone's all right.
Okay, then I'll usher all the performances out the back if possible, because I assume there'd be different ways to get out the backstage.
Yeah, we should. We have plenty of fire exits.
Yeah, we have. we have.
It's a tent.
I
You
would-
just-
Well,
Yeah, I would start
I think
moving.
that these like where you see the I think
Yeah,
those
the-
are all entrances.
I know the whites. I would say are on the ground. They'll be your points, but the round bits will be your exit points.
Either way,
But I would use my turn to get all the actors, not all actors, all the performers and everyone out of the back, get them to safety,
okay.
and also try to push. Can I grab something just to try to fan the poison cloud back out the door?
It's just
It's-
like there's like this level of it, and it's just it's immense. It's the whole area. I don't think your
I
fanning
just
is
don't
going
want
to do
it.
much.
I just don't want it to go outside into the ring.
If only there was an elemental sorcerer who had power over the wind.
I know.
I know.
I know.
Who's not
it's-
knocked out?
If only that he wasn't stunned.
But we'll get to that. As you're seemingly taking charge, trying to help those people around, Jojyre, we'll move to you. Still backstage. Does 23?
I had to.
So 25 hit you
Yes, it does.
because you are flat-footed.
Regardless, 25 still hits, even if I wasn't.
Well, that is 23 plus 2 for 25.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A dagger lands in your back.
Okay. How much damage is that?
You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Points of piercing damage.
Plus,
Quick 23 was the original. That doesn't matter. Never mind.
plus you are flat-footed, so 6 stealth.
Oh, in that case, is this person higher level than me?
Well, then we
So
have to see.
I have denied advantage. So I wouldn't be flat-footed.
But do you need to know them, where they are?
It says deny advantage. You are flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of your level or lower.
You don't have to know
So-
who they are. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just can't be ambushed. If they're the same level, or if they're higher level
Yeah.
than me, then
Okay,
they can.
so they don't get the extra 6 damage. But
Okay.
can I get a fortitude save, please?
Oh yes, of course. I love poison.
Oh my god.
As the poison is same poison which you're inhaling is also wrapped around the blade, and that is what is inserted into you. So that isn't further. It's not D6, but this is a D8. It's only 3.
Okay. Can I see the person who stabbed me now?
No,
It was.
it was
might
a
have been
thrown.
thrown.
It was a thrown.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a thrown dagger? How annoying. Okay.
Okay. Only one thrown dagger has happened. Jake is getting people out, doing the responsible thing. Jojyre, what are you doing?
I'm hunting.
You're hunting. You're searching.
I mean, I'm seeking. I'm seeking, not hunting. Sorry.
Have we
Bad
rolled
turn of
initiative?
phrase.
No, we're just going through part and part, and then after this we'll do one thing on each one. Then we'll do a
That's a
full initiative.
natural one. I've used a hero point already earlier.
Yes, you have.
So
So
yes.
you do not see. You do not see. Who
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
that's the downside
Instead,
of
you
Yeah.
see.
not being live.
Instead, you see little May struggling underneath something.
Oh
Which
no,
is-
which
Jake
is
would have.
collapsed
Jake
side,
would
which
have.
is- It's a
Jake
one.
would have got.
It's
No,
a one.
same.
I'm adding a complication. I've been playing a lot of Powered by Apocalypse. It's a one, adding complication. You see little May struggling underneath the netting, which is caught. Like she's just caught cornered as she's tried to run out.
I gotta be right back. I gotta quickly just dash to the toilet. Sorry.
Okay, you do that.
I mean, if I see little May, I'm running over there. I have to run. I'm going.
Yep.
Literally going faster than the speed of light.
Yep. You
Yeah.
can do your escape
I
artist
run-
check to free her if you need to.
Yep. Run over, just quickly, just immediately. Escape artist check.
Yeah.
Would it be escape artist check? Would it be possible for me to take out a knife and just cut the net that's wrapping around her?
You
Those
could.
nets are expensive,
They are expensive, and
I
but
don't
also
care.
she's
that will be
more important.
counted to late the next show.
I don't care. I cut.
You cut the
Take out
net.
a knife. Take out a knife. I don't have a dagger on my thing anymore. Can I just roll a rapier right now?
Maybe you shouldn't have given it
Make
back.
use of a stabby.
Yes. All right. I
Wait,
take
didn't
out.
a dagger just go into like your shoulder or something?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Between
I
the
just
shoulder
take
blade.
that out. Yes, I take that out. I just take out the dagger that stabbed me.
This dagger from behind it. This is not an ordinary dagger. This is quality, but not what you'd see in not what you'd see on the streets. This is it's got green paint on it. This is ornamental almost. This is what a showman would have.
This is mine.
But
now.
also, you see the smoke coalescing just that little bit on the blade.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm cutting the rope. I'm cutting the net.
You cut the rope.
Just just cutting straight through the net. Want me to roll an attack roll?
No, you can cut the rope. You can,
Okay, cool.
I'm
I just kind of
taking away
just
your
quickly run
actions
over there.
by
Sure.
So,
I mean, technically, yeah. So yeah, I mean, technically, taking it out and stabbing with is the same action. Anyways, I cut through. I just like get May, like May, run, and I'm just gonna kind of grab her by like the skull, like what is it called? By the scruff.
collar,
I'm just gonna
scruff the neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a cat. I'm just gonna just throw her towards like the entrance.
He just hangs there like this.
What I miss?
We'll just cut May out of the net with the
Okay,
poison
yeah.
dagger.
Yes, I cut her out.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and yeah, to stop you, MrLiveProducer, in Powered by Apocalypse games, if you roll like a fail, or in this case a 1, the GM complicates, and that's what I've been playing. So I'm like, that's my mindset
Next
right
time,
now.
let us know about that. Let us know you're going to be doing that.
I know you're saving some people. If it wasn't May, it would have been someone else.
Someone else is fine. Someone else I don't care
Could've
about.
been
But
someone
May,
else.
do not touch May.
Could have been another performer that was in danger. It's just easier because
Look at
May's
me.
May.
I'm the game master now.
Do not touch the child.
Okay,
Alright.
so back in center stage. So we're center stage. Azzy, what are you doing? You're the blood.
I lose 2 actions,
You got
so
one
he
action
kind of
then.
like comes to, and he's going to try and seek. He's going to try and look for where that came from, what's
Okay.
going on.
Yeah.
Going to just seek throughout the crowd. Where is it gone?
No, that audio was getting really crescendoing. Okay, so over 20. Are you looking towards the crowd? Or are you looking towards what's going behind you?
I'm looking towards where that the jug came from.
The jug. The jug came from Bleachers 7.
And so I'm going to look over there and see if I can see if anyone looks like they might have been responsible for that.
Not in Bleachers 7, but let's see if you pass. No, you don't see, but it certainly came from that location, that area.
Okay. And would I be if I'm like turning around, look, could I see like the smoke from backstage, or is that hidden away?
Thick black curtains.
Okay, yeah, no worries. That's my turn then.
That
I can't
way,
do anything
when
else.
the lights are out on stage, any light from behind doesn't bleed in. Thick black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If they're thick and black, does that stop the gas from going out?
that's the problem.
It would do.
It's just contained. It's not going out
Doesn't
into the
matter.
audience, though.
I
That's
don't
the good
care
thing.
about I don't care about us. It's the audience I'm cared about.
Yeah. I will say that yes, they do stop that because it's that you're trying to stop the light.
Thank you.
We'll go on to initiative, shall we? And I'll actually finally reveal the map to those that are watching. Because I've been working on the map as well. I'm doing things around.
Okay. What are you, me?
But
Yeah. Also, for people, just point of
My
order,
gym style.
I've changed my clothing from Splint to Explorer's clothing because we're performing and I don't perform in Splint.
yes,
So check everyone's armor.
I don't wear armor.
Yeah, I don't
armor's
wear
for
armor.
noobs.
I'm the tanky pug.
I know.
The pugilanty pug.
Technically, I could wear armor now too, because I dipped my archetype into rogue.
Okay.
But
I
I don't think it helps me in the long run. So
What
Here's
would I
our
be
initiative.
rolling for initiative?
Yes, we're rolling for initiative.
Panic.
I rolled perception.
Yeah, I suppose it'll be perception for me because I just tried to do that.
I guess I could have rolled my magic, but they're the same.
Hey, let's go.
I'm
25.
gonna go perception.
Pretty decent.
You didn't select your
Oh.
token.
Oh my god, I forgot to select my token.
Oh no!
I got a 30 though.
It's been a while. Initiative, so I was
tall.
15, so
Hang on, let me change it to 30.
let me
And
change
it's,
it.
and it's mainly been a while
excited
because
to
we've
deal
been
with
trying to do this
Jojyre.
episode for so many weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're
At least the last few times it was put off by roleplay and not technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, everyone's rolling, well, at least some of them are rolling high. I've got one more.
Yeah, I was meant to be at 25. I think it probably doesn't make an actual difference to the order, but that was my initial roll.
Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with Pathfinder 2, we roll what we're doing for the for initiative.
You can roll any ability check.
So you can roll pretty much any ability check. You can roll even like athletics or attack, or like it's what you were doing. That's what started the initiative. Done. So there's been like if you see perception a lot, yep, sure. There's others with stealth, even one with diplomacy. So let's get the order set, and we'll probably be starting in the 30s. So Leafy at 30.
Yep.
You can see the purple man. He seems to be rounding up the crowd, and that section of the audience is certainly one of the most active at the moment.
Okay, so I can see him.
Yep, he's not that far either. He's also leading the chants, leading the harassment.
Where was the... I'm just looking through my spells like super quickly. Hang on.
So far, I will point
There's
out, no active magic has happened.
No active magic has happened from him.
From anybody.
But he is...
There's no attacks, there's no
He is-
fireballs,
Apart from
anything
the
like that.
Like-
apart from the jug that smacked me.
Does he?
That
And
could
the
have been
searing
part of the
light.
crowd. Someone
Does he-
could have been upset and thrown something.
Does he see me?
Oh, you're there. You're like he's yelling not just in front of you, but also yelling down. Not just like the. He's organizing those around him to heckle you and the other performers. So
Okay,
as in
so
the
he
center
is
stage,
directing
you
it at
and
me as well.
Lieriel as well, because you're also the closest targets to that area, to those bleachers.
Hang on. I thought I had a spell for this, but I can't find it.
Do you want to delay and
If-
move to?
If you're thinking of calm emotions, that's not a primal spell.
I don't know why I was thinking I had it then.
Because you would probably have it in 5e.
5th edition.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. So, I don't know what to do about it.
You can delay if you want.
I might delay a little bit
Yep. Okay.
just to see what Lieriel does.
I'm at the bottom of
Oh,
the
you're at the
turn
bottom. Oh no, I wanna wait and see what happens.
But that's okay.
I mean, if
It's
it if it does help Emi, you and I did have the exact same thought
Mhm.
for what to do.
Calm emotions.
Yes, I can actually do it.
So, as you're doing that, and as you're trying to figure out, oh god, back in the center stage, another projectile comes towards Azzy.
Where is it coming from?
From the other side. A 14, I believe, is going to miss.
That will miss.
This time,
This time I sort of like I cast up a jet of water from the ground to like deflect it.
I'll give you a free spot in this, and even show you. In the crowd between the bleachers is a spiky-haired woman. And it looks like she's casting magic. She's subtle about it, very subtle, but you know what's going on, and she seems to be out of the ordinary there.
So do we
She's
all
pretty.
see her?
And that's Azzy seeing her, because Azzy's looking in that direction, because that's where the projectiles are coming from. Because she's taking objects from the audience and flinging them at full speed at you, using her magics. Delmar, the purple man, starts. His action is to rowdy up the crowd even further, because he doesn't need to attack. He just makes you look worse. So he's going to do a diplomacy to try to with a 28, he's starting to get the crowd, even more people on his side against you.
This motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. But that's his action. Azzy, what are you doing in the center stage? You have Axel with you.
Can I?
Yeah. Or
Actually, can I just ask one question?
Yeah, go.
before that?
I need some.
Okay.
I need some time to think.
asking question first.
Sorry,
What?
I need.
Oh.
Stupefied 2 from that first attack. Has that gone? Or is that Stupefied 1?
It's stunned 2 and it's gone. It's gone.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Back to Emi.
I was stunned 2, which means I lose 2 actions and then it's gone.
Yep.
I was stunned 3, I'd lose 3 actions, etc.
Emi?
Okay. Hoping like Leafy's gonna like look at Azzy and hope that Azzy plays off this plan. But Leafy's gonna try and distract the crowd by like going around and kind of doing like trying to make a beat and try and distract the crowd and build them up in a different way.
Okay. So you're going to try to do a musical beat to like a chant going on?
Yeah. But like distract the crowd in like a good way.
Okay. Then a performance would be needed.
He's kind of like moving this way. Thing.
So Leafy moves more to more of a central area and starts trying to get the crowd's attention. Kind of like
looks over at Azzy like, come on, you've got the music.
Also, things being thrown in, but hey. So over 28, you're going to need more help. It looks like this man in purple has, or it's almost as if they've been working the entire time, building up the crowd with negative thoughts and persuasion. Because they have. But you at least started to fight back. Azzy.
So how many could I spend 1 action to aid Leafy in that performance and then use 2 actions to cast a spell, or is that a full turn kind of thing?
It would be up to you. Aiding won't do as much as you just pulling your full attention to that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend 1 action. Well, first things first. I'm gonna cast slow on this woman, on Ruana.
Ooh, fighting dirty, are we? She's already fighting dirty.
She's already fighting dirty, and
yes.
It's not lethal. It's just I'm gonna chill the air around her and kind of kind of freeze the waters to slow her down.
Okay, fortitude.
Fortitude save.
A 23. She passes, but it's still slowed 1.
She slowed 1 for 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
One day that spell will go through.
Mm-hmm.
And then
still effective.
Yeah, it's like even if they fail it, you still trade 2 actions for 1 action, which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty good. And so I will, and then for my 3rd action, I'll just do a performance check to try and sort of get the crowd back on our side.
Okay, so this is an aid rather than a full attention, so it'll help the previous roll of 21.
Okay, come on, 24.
Okay, so we're increasing that from 21, but again, you're fighting a 28 plus. You might have a little bit of bonuses here and there from previous actions. Okay, so you're trying to crowd the crowd back. You're trying to like get them on your side. Backstage, what's happening with Jojyre?
Well,
Jake,
first
are
off,
you near me? Yeah,
I
you
would
come back
say
inside.
I would have come back inside to check on. Well, that's up to the GM. Since I was ushering everybody out, was I taking everybody out or was I directing everybody out?
That's up to you. Like it is absolutely up to you. Are you
Okay.
physically going out with them, or are you just?
No, I would have been directing. I've been directing people to get out.
Okay.
Just so that, where would I be now? Would that be where I am now?
Then where you are now would work, yep.
Okay, cool. All right, first off, I would like to seek to see if I can find out what the hell's attacking us.
Okay. Do a seek.
That would be perception.
Are we being obscured by like a poison cloud right now? Is that why?
The poison cloud is the first initial. Yes, there was some obscurement, but the poison cloud is now dissipated, or dissipating to. It's in the background, and you can see it far better now.
Okay. The next time he attacks, he's no longer hidden. Then that's how those rules work.
So with a 15, you can't seem to find. You know that with trying to figure it out, his top left.
So from about here?
Where there's crates and boxes and a lot of places to hide behind.
In that case, then I would move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. For my second action. And my third action. Don't do that. Actually, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out the fire point and I'm going to set him up with oil so that I can light him next turn.
Okay. Still backstage, Jojyre.
I know where I got, like stabbed from, technically, from range, right? Like the way the dagger hit me, I probably kind of know where it came from.
That same area, same direction.
Okay. I'd like to seek and just
I have to do another
area.
Initiative, because apparently didn't go in.
Okay. Actually, Jojyre wouldn't do his turn. He would actually delay until that person or anything attacked again. Jojyre would have waited.
Okay.
If that person had the thing. So I'm just going to delay my turn.
Okay, so you delay your turn. You're just waiting to react. Okay. At 15, back.
Yes.
The bleachers.
So I would like to ask you a mechanic question. With Calm Emotions, the spell, it says you forcibly calm creatures in the area, soothing them into a non-violent state, and then the actual effects impose penalties to like attack rolls and say that the creature can't use hostile actions and things like that. Would you say that that would affect like the crowd booing? Would that be considered hostile actions?
The crowd are starting to be hostile, yes.
Yeah.
So I would say that using a spell would be a very how can I put it, great influence on a large crowd.
Yeah.
Which are being moved against you.
I would like to cast Calm Emotions. I would like to be subtle about it.
How? You're kind of in the middle of everybody.
I think it's like somatic and verbal. So just, quiet under my breath and like, hiding. I've got the little tailcoat to kind of like hide my hand movements. So just kind of trying to do that. Calm Emotions. So they make, I'm going to center it around. So I'm going to center it sort of around Delmar.
Only 10-foot bow, so you're trying to center his direct influence area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, just kind of being around him. Yes. And it is a will DC.
I'm not going to do DCs for everybody else, but I'll do one for him. Yeah. He is actively hostile.
Because it does mean that he can't do hostile actions. So
with a 21.
Well, it depends. Yeah. 21.
He did pass with a 21.
Okay. Well, he has a minus one status penalty.
Yep.
I
will do
his
that.
Attack rolls.
I'll do that even more so because there's other people around, because he'd be fighting to get their attention again. Which you haven't engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, because theoretically they're, normal people who don't have strong wills.
Or levels.
Well, yeah. And then, so that is 2 actions. As my third action, I I'm gonna seek. I want to see if I can see anyone else in this crowd that I might recognize as either hostile or from the menagerie.
Okay.
I have a plus 13 to this, guys. I really should be good.
Did you want to re-roll?
No, I won't. I won't use
Are
my
you
last
sure?
hero point.
Are you sure?
I can seek again next turn.
Okay. Sure. Leafy, you'll go again? I just didn't move your initiative. We'll just keep it light.
I think maybe like because Leafy's trying to like continue the show, kind of. So kind of building on that and trying to bring Axel and Fidget maybe into doing some dancing to try and kind of like make it seem like a fun thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Building the audience up for another hype piece. So, yeah.
So you want to try to pass this off as all part of the act and like try to pull them to help you out. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would do their act rolls to try to assist.
So like performance for them.
So we have Fidget. Fidget is +9 acrobatics. That's what I roll.
Oh, can I use acrobatics as like dancing?
29 from Fidget.
Natural 20 from Fidget.
And
the Born
we've got
Star.
Axel, who has +7 nature. So straight. So
These
Axel,
are their
15.
roles for the sheet.
No, these are. We can even have that as part of the rolls for the sheet. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that can be their sheet rolls.
Because we didn't actually get to
Do
that
I need
because
I need to do my sheet roll as well?
should have. Again, so mean. You just wrote a song
Yeah.
and played it live. If you roll a 1, I'm just negating all of that and just removing it from the edit.
You said 8
No, I'm kidding.
plus 7, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
So that's a total of 15.
15.
So
So
it's a
15
pass.
and a critical.
So do I roll a performance or an acrobatics for dancing?
Acrobatics is dancing. This is you're trying to perform, so I think it's.
I
you doing
guess. Yeah.
Isn't
did you?
critical like really bad for us?
It's not super bad. We can still work with this. I'm doing numbers right now. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Performance.
Who got the scarf of dancing?
I think that was Leafy.
I'll find it in the treasury, but I think it was Leafy.
Should be on
If
your
that's
sheet.
Leafy, then they would have a
I
bonus.
some
completely
pluses, yes.
forgot about that.
So, Leafy has an extra performance to try to counter this. Not a performance usually, and not a dance and so you're trying to route the crowd, you're trying to, and the motions are calm, and people are getting in there, and people are starting to actually kind of get into this.
Yeah.
Again, you can see just in your peripheral vision the purple man is just fuming. He's angry that you've taken all his work, and you're just negating and just countering it all.
Cute factor, y'all.
Back on the side.
Yes, Leafy, you do have the scarf of dancing. I just checked.
Yes.
Which gives you what?
A couple of pluses here for dancing performance. Because it helps you
Well, then it'd
with
be
dancing skill.
even better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It would-
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I hate those things. So with everything going on, the slow takes away 1 action. Is that correct? Yeah, the slow takes away 1 action. With the take away 1 action, you see the spiky-haired woman. She's trying to fight back, and she just turns to the crowd next to her in the bleachers, and you see what she's doing. You see like a darkness come from her, and it just goes underneath the bleachers and comes up from the feet and from the legs and starts coming up, and she's essentially casting fear. And she's, yes, it's not a Mass Effect thing, but it's kind of what, yeah. Actually, no, she'll do the opposite. She'll start working on the crowd on her side now that you've tried to pass off that fire. So she's casting Soothe, which I'm going to reverse that to essentially ramp up the crowd. She's trying to ramp up the crowd. Oh, wait, no, that's not even that. Crap. Let's just do the fear then. She casts fear into the crowd beside her. Yes, it's only one creature, but these are people. And that's her action. And she's now no longer slowed. We move to Delmar. Delmar's going to struggle to fight back here. Especially with the people that he's currently in. So he moves to the next bleachers. Oops. He moves to the next bleachers and starts trying to rev those up. But that might take time. Backstage, it's almost as if all the enemies are in one section, in which they are. Backstage,
Wait, isn't it
Did you skip my turn?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
There's Azzy's 23, and also the hidden
23,
person.
but there's something at 27.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So 29 is spiky haired. Purple Man is 28, and the still unknown poisoner is at 27. So there's a 1, 2, 3. With that, we have going to let's change layers and do stuff which is really annoying. Go. Okay. Exhalation, blah 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 blah. Okay, so from behind the crates, you see a green scaled kobold.
It's a kobold? God damn, I have a soft spot for kobolds.
Traitor.
Shit. I was gonna kill this thing if it wasn't a kobold.
Scale traitor.
You see that he's got like tattoos on his scales, like paint on his scales almost. He's like got daggers on like a bracer around him, those same ornate almost daggers. And there's almost a coalescence of green smoke swirling around him. And he, for his first action, he moves over the crates and goes toe to toe with Jake. For a second, he breathes out that smoke. But not at Jake, at Jojyre. At Jojyre. So can I have, again, saving throw, please? Fortitude's.
The kobold is trying to murder our ringmaster.
Again, it's a failure. You take 1d8 and a sickened 1. Only 1 point of poison and sickened 1. But with daggers.
Sickened 2, yeah.
Well, you sickened 2 previously because unless you.
Yeah, I'm already sickened 2.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
It's turns, yes. And he pulled like with a dagger, which seems to be coated in this smoke. It's like attached almost. he strikes at Jake. With a 30.
Not crit, but one off. Oof.
Yeah. 5 points of damage from the poison.
Yeah.
Sorry, from the dagger, and the poison like comes up and like starts going towards your mouth and your snout.
Okay, so what would you like me to roll for that one?
Fortitude 22.
Okay.
But you've got your short snout protection.
22, so it's still a pass for that one.
A pass. You do take half, but you're not sickened in the half.
Yeah.
So you take 3 from the poison.
Okay. I can take that.
And again, you are now face to face with this little kobold.
I'm going right after his turn ends.
You are. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. I delayed my turn.
You delayed your turn? You did too, yes.
Yeah. Yes, I delayed my turn. I'm running after him. They're just going straight through, running straight towards him, and I'm gonna try to grapple him. So I believe I can use my athletics for this, and then I can do this. So athletics. Let's go. 26.
It's against their fortitude DC.
The 26 against their fortitude DC, you grapple him.
Okay.
And
I
are you
grapple
grappling
him
from the front or from behind?
from behind. I'm putting his face into the dirt.
Well, you get around behind him and grapple him, and
Just grapple him?
as you grapple him, Jake sees those big kobold eyes, which did look initially menacing, turn into these massive puppy dog eyes. Please don't hurt me. They made me. Like, they tortured me if I didn't do it. They're out there. They just made me. They said when this go. And he's pleading.
Is he lying?
Is he trying
lying?
to be too cute to do shit?
Can I try to sense motive?
You can try to sense motive.
I'll give myself a -2 on top of the sicken because I'm weak to kobolds. So
I love the idea of Azzy, like, at some point in time trying to lie to Jojyre and you just being like, all right, -2 to the sense motive.
I believe it's a perception, right?
Azzy would never lie to Jojyre.
It's a
Yeah,
9,
that's the problem.
so
You're too
not
fucking
good. It's like as I'm grappling him, just kind of say, "If they made you do it, don't do it anymore, and please, 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 just quietly surrender."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt the little girl. And the others.
Quietly surrender. Accept the rope. Accept the mouth gag.
Not struggling. not struggling at all.
Accept the rope, accept the mouth gag. New quote.
And
putting that in
the smoke that
quotes.
was around him starts
Quietly
dissipating out.
surrender, accept the rope, accept the mouth gag.
It's better without quietly surrender.
I'm gonna
True,
just quickly one action and sense motive. I'm pretty sure it's like a free technically, and then just 2 actions. Tie him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Quick draw applies to grapple too because it's an
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just tie him up real quick. It's like, you stay there, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So we go then back to combat. Because yes, I did stop that combat music when we did that. Back into the center stage, Azzy. You see
Azzy,
those around you recapturing the crowd.
I turn back to Axel and Fidget and I say, I say, Axel, get backstage, get out of here. Fidget, I don't know if you can fight, but if you can throw bomb, like, just be careful. No, don't do that. Bad idea. Just make sure. Like,
You see, he still has his juggling stuff ready, and you know that they're just fireworks.
Just
They're dead.
stand back, okay? I don't want you to get caught in this.
Flashback. Pre-show. I just turned the combat. pre-show when you were like working with him about getting everything set up for the big act finale. His idea was that he'd juggle fireworks, and at the end of the performance, they explode, and you can still see he's got those just in case.
Okay, we're gonna do a big showstopper, all right? We're gonna get a lot of attention, and we're gonna put something on that's gonna be really, really impressive. So get your things ready. And as he's gonna start strumming on his guitar, like a very dramatic and sort of like empowering progression. And as he does so, the water's going to coalesce around him and form a sphere below him, which lifts him up in the air. He's kind of like standing on top of the sphere as he sort of strums the guitar. As I cast Aqueous Orb for 2 actions, and then third action, performance check.
Okay.
But like the orb is part of the performance. So this is not like an aid. This is like my own big sort of thing. And also, while I'm submerged in the orb, because I'm underwater, and I can breathe underwater, I can swim, so I'm fine there, I am immune to bludgeoning and slashing damage from projectile weapons.
And explosions from Fidget.
That too.
Yes.
Well, I get resistance to fire. Yeah, I get resistance to fire.
So I'm adding something into the turn order.
Okay, performance check. Come on, roll good, you sweet little thing. 23, that's decent.
23.
What's your trick checks?
If that's wrong.
Yeah, is this a trick check?
I don't know. Is it this? Is it?
Well,
a
if you're
trick
trying
check?
to do a trick check to try to get back that, if
Yeah.
you have passed your previous one, you can change your previous one to the new one if you wish. Well, you're doing this on top also.
It's the same as before. It's
Okay.
the same roll as before.
Yeah,
I rolled a
it's
20.
still
No,
a-
before was a 24. Before was a 24. So
okay. Well, either way, those are both just normal passes.
yeah,
And
I
those
don't know.
bring us
I don't.
up.
This isn't necessarily like a trick check. This is. Well, I mean, we could take them as the trick checks for that performance, but this is more getting the audience back on our side.
Yeah. Which is in this case is trick checks because you're trying to
Okay.
get them
That
back.
does count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to finish the
Then that would be
show.
what that is.
Yeah.
That would be what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's just like, kind of like a dramatic, like
Okay.
kind of like really dramatic, big, powerful chords,
So-
and just like on this water, and then he kind of submerges himself inside it for protection.
Yeah. So I've got something new in the turn order. Fidget's explosion. When that gets down to 0, that's when things explode. Because you don't light halfway up the wick. You let it up at the end. Okay. We'll change that back to 2 because that just instantly did that. Anyway, backstage with Jake.
Well, Jake would have heard that there are people at the front.
You can
Because-
hear the stuff happening.
Alvis would have said something.
One more thing. I want to cast from like partway through the performance. I want to cast this. So I'm going to capture some of the sound of the performance so that I can keep it playing even as I put the guitar down and focus on the spell casting. So it's like I basically just set up a loop with that spell.
He's I'll find a loop decking here. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that is great. That is awesome.
You can hear there's stuff going on outside. Like in like the main arena. Everything should have been done by now. Like a long time ago. There's stuff going on.
Yeah.
And yes,
And that's
he
a
did
reaction,
say
so I can do it.
once they I was supposed to take care of you yeah.
Okay. Jake, knowing that you don't exit out the front, he'll go to the side, the closest side to him.
Uh-huh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, next turn I will pop out of this side window here. That's 5. As I leave that, do I see what the spiky head woman is, or do I have to seek for that?
It's been identified and she's no longer hiding.
I'm checking. I see the 512 woman. I see the woman in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I spend 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Go up to there and use my third turn to light deploy. Again, act as distraction and make it look like it's part of the act.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn. Because 2 for movement, 1 for the action of light and deploy.
Okay. Then that's your action. Go to Lieriel. What is Lieriel up to on the side?
I'm going to still sustain the spell of the calm emotions just to have that part of the crowd continuing to calm down, ideally. And I'm going to walk over. You need to leave. I'm just going to tell that to Delamar.
You're not rolling, not spelling, you're not just, you need to leave?
I mean, I can roll like a...
Intimidation?
Yeah, I can roll intimidation or diplomacy if you want. Let's be honest, this is intimidation. So, would you like me to roll that?
But if you just like, you spend your action
I'm going up
you
to
need
him and I'm telling him you need to leave, and I'm using an action to do that.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to roll or not. We'll do a roll.
I'll roll.
Okay. It'll be against
21. It's not great.
Will DC. Okay.
With calm emotions, is that act negatives? Is that one?
Not
He's
on this
moved out of
person.
the area of effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll move. So that's Leafy. You've captured. You've got the attention of the crowd. You're putting on a show. You're trying to keep it up. You can see that Azzy's joining in, doing something, and adding extra music to the beats and to the songs. Fidget's in there. He's got fireworks in his hands. They're lit. Oh wait, Fidget's got fireworks in his hands and they're lit.
Hey, I'm going to give me a moment. I'm gonna kind of like keep on what I'm doing, and I'm gonna cast dancing lights to kind of like twirl them around and kind of try and draw the attention to Azzy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of bring the lights so they're dancing around with the music and stuff like that.
So you're correlating and you're trying to put it back to get the attention back to the main stage and not to what might be going on elsewhere.
Yeah. So performance again.
Okay. Performance again.
It's one big performance.
It is one big performance. That's okay. You're trying to pull the attention back, and
You have 3 hero points.
I do.
You do have a lot.
Yeah, we've already technically succeeded the show.
Yeah.
So
well,
but we can always get more money, and we're gonna
That's
need
true.
it.
I will say this. I will say
someone...
this. Yes, you've succeeded your show, but I haven't. But this is about removing the minus which this is going on. They are trying to destroy your final act. If they succeed, that final act all fails.
I'm gonna use
mechanically speaking.
Gotcha.
I feel like there's technically.
So.
Oh, that says foe, not fire. Oh well, but it still counts.
Are you using it, or are you dismissing it so you can just reroll?
Yeah, reroll.
Reroll.
Hey, much better.
Okay, so you got the attention back and redirecting, and everything's going back up, and you're assisting, and like you're actively countering and effectively countering the man in purple. Rihanna, the spiky-haired woman from, I don't know, maybe another circus? Who knows? Neither. doesn't strike at Jake. Doesn't pull a blade. You see that there's weapons. But as you're going past, she tries to trip you.
Okay.
She does it subtly, but she's trying to trip you because, well, drawing weapons on performance would be bad, but making you look like a fool, that's what they're there to do. So she tries to trip you, which will be just a straight attack roll, as in a grapple, which is athletics, I believe.
It is athletics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Versus your acrobatics or athletics.
Trip is different than grapple. Let me just check for you. So trip is one hand free. Athletics check against their target's reflex DC.
If only I had rerolls. In trying to trip you, you catch her leg and force her to and she trips herself.
Okay,
as you go past.
Turn. Okay.
But she doesn't like that.
Get fucked. Yeah, none of us give a shit what she likes.
So
I love the differences between Azzy and Lorian.
I know, yeah.
From the crowd, someone throws a cup in your direction, and AC 20?
Miss.
You see, she directed it, but she's like, fuck, and misses.
Del, inside of me are two lizards. One is Azzy, one is Troy.
Oh boy, one of them swears a lot more than the other. Okay.
Exactly.
So that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Delmar says, and they're asking us to leave now. They can't even put on a show, and they asked us to leave. I mean, who's going to leave after this? And he just tries to do a flowery speech to try to get everyone's attention away from the show.
Away from the spectacular display of elemental power in art.
I've been adding that initial 21 and adding and again and again and again. So it's most likely going to fail. I will say that. But he'll try.
We've been building it up.
You have. I would say a 32. What would you think? A 32 will be enough or not?
That's what he rolled?
That's what he rolled.
Can I use my hero point to be like, no?
I'll
give him it. I've only got the one left.
You want... Okay, I will take that. You use your hero point to say no.
Shut.
If anyone's ever played Exploding Kittens, it's the nope card.
Nope. Exploding Delmar, please.
I will allow that. So he's tried, and you've effectively got the attention back away from him, and he just he's just two people trying to get the attention of the crowd, and you just countered it. You've got it. AV is not fighting in the back. Jojyre, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna follow Jake out the curtain. So I'm just gonna step over, stick up, sorry, and there's 1, 2, 3.
Wait, did I get my turn?
You're on 15?
Yeah.
We're in 20s.
Wait. Okay, no, sorry, I was confused by something. I thought that Azzy had gone. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm going to... can I exit out the curtain from here? Or do I have to find one of the edges? Okay. Just kind of push out the curtain, just ready for something. And then as I kind of push out the curtain, I just kind of stop and I just look and I recognize her, don't I?
Yes. And Jake, seeing these two people together, it's almost... No. Red hair. No.
Elaborate.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that's not.
No.
No, it's not. But you just think for
It's
that
not.
second.
I was gonna say, like, Will,
It's
if
not.
you're playing some bullshit right now.
just for that little bit.
GM stands for Gaslight Master.
Gaslight gate me go, boss.
Just for a second, you thought though.
Yeah, a second.
But as he just
Put
kind of
that in
stands up,
quotes.
he just sees her, just kind of looks at her. Is she on the ground still? Is she prone?
She is.
Yes, she is
Yeah.
prone.
Okay. He just hesitates, but then he just leans down and just grapples her.
Well,
He's gonna try and grab her.
Already down.
She's tripped right now.
Can we
She's
rope her up?
prone. Yeah, so I'm trying. Oh yeah, we can try to do that too.
You know where there's nets.
Yeah, let's grapple her.
I mean, do I have to
grab?
do I have to grapple someone to pull them away?
Yep.
Okay, then I should do that. Actually, no, grappling me. I can't move with them if I'm grappling them.
Correct.
In this circumstance, that's kind of what you're looking for. So, yeah,
Yes, I can do it.
I would say yes because you kind of prone. That's what you're trying to do. I'm sure there's a rule, but for this circumstance, let's go with the grapple and move that direction.
Okay, I just take out something from my pocket and quickly just wrap it. And I'm gonna try to grapple her. 28.
Okay.
30 because she's flat-footed.
go.
She's prone.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's restrained.
She's restrained. You grapple her.
I just pull her back behind the curtain. Just drag her behind the curtain.
Nothing to see here.
Literally just drag her behind the curtain.
She sees Avi's, the smoke dragon, tied up,
All tied
and
up.
bound. He sees her, and he starts trying to, like, get free. He was placid before when you left. He was accepting it. Now he's trying to get free.
He's afraid of her.
Yeah.
Or
That's the end of my turn.
I
he's a really good liar.
Or that.
My action.
Okay.
All right. So
Is it my go?
Yes.
Azzy is going to spend 3 actions this turn to begin casting my favorite spell, Horizon Thundersphere. But
What
I'm not
the
going to I'm not going to cast it. I'm going to do the thing where I can spend 3 actions casting the spell, avoid finishing the spell, and then do 3 actions on my next turn to finish it. So I'm just going to start in the center of this aqueous orb, start casting a small ball of electricity that starts sparking out like a plasma globe as I swim around and around the circle as this electricity builds and builds in this glowing, spectacular display of elemental power on the center of the stage, building inside the water. And that's my 3 actions.
Okay. And Fidget's explosions coming close. So, Jake,
Timing it. I'm timing it.
what are you doing, Jake?
Well, what I was going to do was use the chains to get rid of Rana, but well, that's moved. How's the audience feeling at the moment?
They're like,
Do we
they
do we
seem
have
to,
them back,
like,
or do they seem to be
they
battling?
seem to be captured. You can hear and you can see the purple man trying to get them back on his side, but it looks like you're very much winning. And Azzy's got their attention. Azzy is
Okay,
doing
cool.
something. You see Fidget behind Azzy. You see something called the Big One, which he's got 3 of. And that's what he's got. They're lit.
Okay, I'm going to go back behind the curtain.
Okay.
I'm not needed here anymore.
Okay.
Also, if something says the big one, you want to be away from the big one. So 5. Actually, I want to get to a position where I can just be here and just make sure that Miranda can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, can I ready a grapple? So if they escape, I can grab them again.
Yeah, well, yep. We'll go forward. Lieriel, what are you doing?
Yeah. I am going to look at Delmar and I'm going to say, you need to leave. And I'm going to cast command. He has to make a will save.
Like they've worked very well against him so far.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can.
You see him, like you see that his anger is still there, but his body is moving.
And I'm going to seek again to see if I can find any, to see if I just notice, like, just seeing him leave, like, will let her guard down a little bit and glance back at whatever's going on, because it has not been giving that her attention. And now I can see things. Now I can see things.
As you turn around, like there's people around him you see in the dirt large footprints. But not human, not humanoid. Well, humanoid, but with large claws at the end.
Where do I see these footprints?
Around you.
Do these remind me of the cave beast?
Yes.
Cool. That's my third action.
He's panicking. Panicking is generally a free action, but okay.
Cool. Better me than anyone else.
I'm assuming, Emi, you're continuing the performance.
Well, yeah, so Leafy's in performance. I think I'm gonna delay to see what happens with this explosion.
Or time with the explosion, and yes. We'll move to Delmar spends his action to leave. Because he has to. Well played. I mean, he's passed everyone you will save so far, and that's just like, damn. Highest save. But it happens. Let's move on. Rihanna is going to try to get out. But you have
She has to.
Yeah.
We have a separate one, but she has to be 19. That's my DC.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics or attack roll?
Yeah, it's her choice.
All
three of them. Her choice.
Yeah. 25.
25 is a success. So she is
we get
no
an automatic
longer
triggered event of
restrained.
another grapple.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Now, just so you know that I've got Titan Wrestler, which means I can disarm, grapple, shove, or trip creatures up to 2 sizes larger than myself. Because she is medium, I am small.
Yep.
I can still
grab around the
grapple
legs.
her.
She's also prone, so. Yeah,
Okay,
I dragged her on the floor, yeah.
Okay. What would you like me to roll then for that? Acrobatics, athletics?
Athletics is grapple.
Athletics against fortitude.
Okay, I'll do athletics for 21.
Isn't it against reflex?
It's against fortitude.
It's against fortitude. Yep.
Okay. You do grapple again.
Okay, and I hold on to them.
And she tries again.
Okay.
Wait, can you cast magic while grappled?
You can't cast it when you're restrained.
Yeah.
But when you're just regularly
it's
grappled.
a flat check. I think it's a DC 5 flat check.
DC 5. So it's up to her. She has 2 actions.
She'll just try to get out again, which I think has map as well, which is really annoying.
Yes.
No, I don't think escape has map.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
What's that against?
That's with the -5.
What's that
That's
against?
10 plus your athletics or 10 plus your thievery.
It does,
23. 10 plus my athletics is 23.
Oh, so she doesn't. Wow. Well, nice.
That's Jake for you.
I
We're
give
all very
amazing
strong,
hugs.
Wait, it can be 10 plus thievery too?
It says the thievery DC of a creature who tied you up. Yes.
Oh,
So DC.
okay.
Oh, that's
They
if you're
tied
tied up.
Hi, not just grappled.
Yeah, if you're tied up. Yeah.
So-
yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say.
She's
like-
trying to get out. She's trying to struggle. She's not successful. Delmar's gone. Avi is panicking. He's absolutely panicking. And we conclude with crescendo.
Okay. The final 3 actions of Horizon Thunder Sphere. I try and time it, so I release. I'm not like the spell. It's technically I would throw a spell attack roll and it would blow someone up, but I'm just letting it sort of release through the water to just sort of like branch out within a spectacular display of light and energy. The water will splash outwards and sort of like sprinkle over the audience, kind of have that little bit like, oh, we got wet kind of thing. And I'll try and time it to coincide with Fidget's explosion. So it's all just one bit like, and like sparks and light and all that kind of
And
stuff.
the explosion goes off and everything goes off and everyone's in the splash zone apparently.
Oof.
But you have effectively distracted the crowd from all the badness and all the weirdness and and everyone goes home happy. Like they cheer, they love it. It went sideways near the end, but they got so much more than they paid for. Well, quite a few of them didn't pay as much as you'd like, but at least, and the income didn't come to you at least. But they enjoyed the show, and you think you did quite well. Could have gone much, much, much worse.
I like to say before we end the show, in the game, not the actual show. I like to rob Ruana. I like to take everything she has.
Okay.
Literally taking all of her stuff just to make sure she can't like escape. Because in my turn was before Azzy, so I would have taken that chance to tie her up and make sure she just couldn't move.
Well, we're out of turn order. We'll just so
Yeah.
as she's held down, she's like you rob her, you take her stuff. She's got some kukuri knives or kukuri blade. She has on like a performance outfit, which you can see is also like almost a leather armor, protective leather armor. And she's also got some money. Oh no, she doesn't.
Okay.
'Cause that's the different person. She doesn't handle money. The purple suit handles money. You do see she has some tickets though.
Yeah, sure. All right. Just tie her up, gag her like the rest,
Mm-hmm.
and just too tired to even do an outro, honestly. As everyone just kind of leaves, right?
I kind of, as he kind of like, he sort of like lets himself gently, like he's gone full like Avatar state, Avatar Last Airbender for this display, and as he floats back down, he kind of waits for Jojyre. Nothing.
Thank you all so much for coming to the Circus of the Broken Chain. We're really so happy that you enjoyed our show, and please have a safe journey home. May the gods bless you on your way back, and we hope to see you again.
And he bows.
And the crowd, Azzy the ringmaster, steps forward and does the speech and closes the show. It started with one version of the old version of Circus of the Broken Chain and ends with the new version of the Circus of the Broken Chain. The new performers,
Azzy will
apparently new ringmaster.
Azzy definitely will. Well, substitute ringmaster.
For 30 seconds.
Because Jojyre is apparently too busy doing crime. But
It's
Also
very
going
true.
in
Very
quotes.
true.
yeah, but as you'll definitely like stand by the exit and like it's sort of like go people and say,
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. No,
Leafy is-
you were great. Thank you.
Leafy
Just
is
like as
also
people are
making sure
going-
nothing goes wrong while people are leaving.
Mhm.
Yeah, those footprints. would like
Can't
to
see them anymore. They got washed away.
I'm just keeping a
Where were
close
they?
eye out everywhere. They were right around me. I'm keeping a close eye out everywhere. Just to see if they show back up.
So you're paranoid.
I also offer to prestidigitate people as they leave to drive them off.
So the Azzy human wash.
There's the air blower.
Exactly.
Like it's a wall of air blowing.
You know, it's really hot and stuffy in there, so it's really nice. You know, it's like walking next to one of those little air sprayers.
Mm-hmm. The night finishes and everyone leaves. Backstage, what's happening?
As you see Jojyre just kind of sitting on a box, and as he hears Azzy just kind of going out, it's like,
Oops, I accidentally deleted his token. I was trying to delete the
Smash cut to later in the night where we're all just like sitting around like, oh.
Oh, he's doing a great job out there. Jake, just make sure we're all make sure she doesn't escape. Yeah, I'm gonna. And I walk over to Ives and just kind of unbind his mouth. Something to say?
He keeps looking back at Rihanna, and every time he looks back at Rihanna, he just pauses and stops.
All right, I pick him up and I just take him over to the other side of the behind the curtains. I just kind of take him over here instead.
He calls out, "Don't kill me! Don't kill me!" And
I just kind of take him out towards the other side of the curtain where you can't see Ron and said, what was the plan here?
She can still hear.
What was the plan here?
Don't kill me! She can still hear.
Just look down at him. Just, God damn it. Walk all the way over here. I walk far enough away so it can be. Yes,
you take him further away than just the other side of the curtain from where she's bound. So they were gonna. They made me come. My job was just to make the people sick, make the animals sick, and when the final act was on, I was to do the, disrupt the final act with my magic, and then to smoke the area to try to disrupt everybody and make sure no one else came in reinforcements while they did their thing and took control of the crowd.
Well, you almost murdered a child, you know that?
I'm sorry, I did. Who has children in a circus? I had to do it. I had to do my job. If they don't do it, they said they'd torture me more. I'm so sorry.
Calm down. I mean, of course it's more. I mean, shit. What was your name? What's your name?
Avi's the smoke dragon.
Is that the parents gave you, or is that something that's been just bestowed upon you?
That's what the mistress gave me.
We've got to change that name then, because do you want to keep something from the mistress? Because you aren't going back to the menagerie. They will end you if you go back to the menagerie since you failed. They would murder you brutally, unfortunately. It looks like you have nowhere to go after this point.
I saw how nice you are to each other back here, and it's you're so different from them. I didn't know that this is how you could do things.
This is how a circus is supposed to work. We have a lot of, under the table things, but we're still nice to each other. It's very nice, actually.
That's not how they do things.
I know. Were you watching the show, at least in the beginning?
No, I I was hiding at backstage the entire time.
All right, we need better security. All right, if that's the case then, well, if you don't know, do you know who we are?
I was told that you're the enemy and that I had to do this. Otherwise,
All right.
and you just
all
shot
right,
us.
all right. We were from the menagerie at one point. We left because the mistress was just too much. So we started our own circus, and we've come back here to shove it in their faces. And, you know, that poison you have is actually very much almost lethal. You almost killed me, actually. But, you know, that's besides the point. It's all right. You cut me down to size, almost a half, but it's all good. Aves, I have a proposition for you.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, our current hiring pool right now is a bit thin in Escadar. And apparently, we're only hiring short people. And I think you fit the bill.
I'm short people.
We have... Yes, you are short people, actually. You're one of the shortest people I've ever seen, actually.
Is he shorter than Azzy?
His horns make him far taller than Azzy.
Good.
But around
I
the
must
same
be the
size.
shortest.
Like he'd be taller, but his horns make him far taller. We're talking like horns
Fart.
that big that just stick really high up.
All right. Well, it's not me that should be talking to you about this. Where's Lieriel? I need to give her our new recruit. All right, we're gonna take care of Rwana. I'm gonna drop you off with our lovely manager, and I will, drop you off with her, and just kind of run past. As I kind of go by the curtain, that's not a kobold, that's a person.
The kobold.
What?
Well, I've got him as a kobold. Either way.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah.
It's a kobold.
I liked kobold better.
We made him a kobold.
Yeah, made him a kobold.
All right,
Yes.
good.
Okay.
Good enough.
Air and audience traits.
I'm going to go when I go past the curtain. I'm gonna say, Jake, everything
That's
good over
good.
there?
Is Rorana doing anything, or are they just
She's still
giving in
struggling.
to their fate? Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on them. They're still struggling, but I'm waiting to see if they do anything major.
All right, just keep her down for at least like 10 more minutes. I need to talk to Lieriel real quick. Don't listen to anything she has to say. I'm just gonna walk over to Lieriel.
Lieriel has been just kind of doing laps, looking for anything that was left behind that's like more than just simple trash, looking for any footprints, all of that. So
And looking for
Lieriel, Lieriel.
come out from. Yeah.
I'm holding a tied up kobold, by the way, and I'm just kind of holding him and just kind of walk over and say, I have found a new performer. Maybe.
You have. Okay. Just kind of glances over at Azzy. Let's. And I will go over and I will start untying the kobold.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't put him down.
They're nicer than the ones she uses.
Jojyre Van Reek,
But he's small.
put
Fine.
him down.
Sure.
So what?
sure,
we
sure,
use
sure.
hemp. We use
From the-
we use proper hemp clothing ropes here.
Silk.
They've been conditioned, so they're good ropes.
Silk ropes.
Lieriel will untie him.
They're from Lieriel's old job, so they're comfy.
Jesus. Wait, are they
I'm
fuzzy?
thinking too
That
much.
was decades ago. She does not have anything left from that, but I do love the implication.
I just drop them off and I leave.
Why don't
Literally
you
don't say
come
another
with me?
word.
And I will hold out a hand for this kobold to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I will lead them away.
He takes your hand and you see he seems to be a bit more like calm now and not as scared. And you see like there's a almost and you can kind of smell it as well, like a green mist which like flows around him and follows him, and like he seems almost a playful with him.
I am a little shorter than Jojyre, so it does not give me quite as much back pain to hold his hand.
No, but it's also not attacking with it, but this is
no, I'm just teasing.
Literally just bending like this.
I'm just going to try and take this individual somewhere private to discuss. Yes.
Should I come along?
That's all right. I think this is about performances. Will you see if Jojyre needs anything else, Azzy? And Leafy too, actually.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go find May.
That is a wonderful idea. We'll just give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, Leafy's gonna go find May.
May is with her sisters.
Are you okay?
Around the campfire. So I'm okay. That was exciting.
I'm glad you're okay.
Her sisters are like, what happened out there? Like we were doing all the making sure everything else was okay out the back, and everyone just started running, and like we haven't heard a crowd that excited for a long time.
There was
May was saying that there was smoke.
I don't know about anything that happened backstage, but
was that featured?
No.
Did those rats do something?
No, it was the menagerie.
Skips over some of the children. The older children, the older sisters, you can see again that click is that, yeah, okay, sure. Like they know that things were bad.
We managed to get things under control though, so.
Well, hopefully then they leave us alone now that we can show that we can. Next time we'll be up on the high rope and we can show that we're here too.
I just wanted to make sure May was okay because we got separated.
Yeah, May's been telling stories and I don't know what's true, what's not, but unfortunately it sounds like some of them are true. And she came to May like another hot cup of something.
Okay.
Well, at least we had a
so
good night.
I saw Ives, so I know that there's some poison that was around. I want to check her over for poison.
Without needing to do a medicine check or anything like that, she got some effect of it, but it was it's like just a minor.
Okay.
Like she's feeling ill and bad for a little bit.
Okay.
But she seems to be better now, and her sisters are taking care of her. A rare sign of almost compassion from them and harmony of the family.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. Back inside. What's Jake doing?
Jake is keeping an eye on Runner. Are they saying anything, or are they coming down, or what are they doing?
They're not calmed down. It's like she will get you if you don't let me go. She will hunt you down. She will skin you. She'll pluck every piece of fur off your horrible hide, and then she'll take that fur. She'll take that hide off you piece by piece.
Can Azzy come in at this point? Sort of just coming backstage afterwards.
Jake would be going like, it's not the first time I've been threatened with a life. I gotta admit, that's very creative. Next time, tries to say, pluck the fur, rub salt in the wounds to tan it, and then skin me alive, makes for better intimidation. Okay, so we like to try again.
Go.
No.
Is she sort of tied up on her knees on the floor or something?
I would say hog tied with me sitting on her.
Probably yes. Actually,
The most
yes.
embarrassing, probably possible. Yes.
Exactly, the most embarrassing possible. And says, well, let's just say that it hasn't gone the best tonight, but we survived. And if you're the best that they've got, they would only send the best to us to try to sabotage us after all. So if we've beaten her best... Oh, is it her? Is it he, she, or they now? I can never remember.
Let me go.
No! You haven't been saying the magic word. And it's not now. Exactly, it's not now. Would you like to try again?
It's at that point.
I'd like to walk up to her and just kind of like crouch down, so I'm sort of like eye level with her. She's on the ground, and I'm going to use my elemental sorcerer, what's the blood magic to give myself a +1 to intimidation, and I'll roll first. 22. I'm rolling very down the middle at the moment, and I'm just like, you ruined the moment as it was happening, and we stopped that. Now you're trying to ruin the moment afterwards, and don't make us stop that as well. Please, just be quiet. And then the elemental energy dissipates, and I stand up and walk away.
And Jojyre, Jake, and Jojyre is also there.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
And Jake's there. Jojyre, you hear in your mind this dark voice. Let her go and I will feed. She will not get away. She will not report what she has seen. I will have some revenge.
I just kind of speak back in my head. Can you hear me? Can I talk back to you or no? Because I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking down at Rona.
You don't get a response. You feel unnerved.
I mean, yeah.
You look down at the ground and you can see footprints. Slight footprints. But big, clawed footprints in this area.
Can I just like whisper under my breath for a second and say, if I let her go, you don't hurt anyone else here, do you? Is that clear? You don't hurt anyone in our circus? Or a part of our circus? Or near our circus? You hunt her down somewhere far away from here. You have your feast. Does that sound good?
Are you want to try to do diplomacy?
Yeah, sure. Diplomacy sounds good.
I think diplomacy is 25 against
25. It's on the higher end.
It is on the higher end, I will say that. It's almost as if like you can see just a tuft of dirt flick just off to the side. Almost in frustration. Deal.
All right, Jake. All right, Jake. We're letting her go. I just kind of turn back.
Okay, I would take one of the knives and slice the legs off, but leave the arms tied up so they can't do any magic.
Well, that's going to make a really hard hunt.
I just we take all of her weapons, we take everything that she has of value, obviously,
Yeah.
and then I just grab her by the shoulder and just say, "Come on." Just lead her out of the tent, and as I'm leaving, I say, "Jake, just make sure that I gave Ives to Lieriel. Just make sure she doesn't, get poisoned inside that thing. He's not a secret agent or anything like that. Yeah, just make sure. Also, do a head count. Make sure everyone's here and accounted for."
Okay. I didn't hear any of the conversation that happened before, so I have no idea what's going on. So I go, "Yep, ringmaster."
Yeah, as I'm just leading her out of the tent and near off to one of the sides and just Ruona, I would say it was nice to see you again, but it's never nice to see you, so go. Tell Dusklight that we're here and we're not going to leave. Not going to cower, at least.
She acknowledges it, and she just starts running off into the night, down the path.
Just push her away.
And you hear footsteps now, just that feeling of something move right past you. Large.
Good luck.
Where next?
Did you see me out there? I was like, and the water and everything. I made that up on the spot. I did not expect it to go that well. Why am I so full of energy? I'm just really amped up.
You are electric, my friend. You are electric.
Yeah.
It's great. I've heard I heard it was awesome. I heard it was amazing, actually. Everyone's raving about it, Azzy.
You should have seen it.
Everyone is it's great. I mean, good. I mean, the show could have gone worse, so to say. Everything could have gone terribly. The circus tent might have burned down. Everyone might have died. But we're all alive, and we're all okay. So that's great. And we've. I'm just looking at the tokens. We've succeeded in our first step here. So,
what's the first step?
The first step was to do a giant show, get our names out there, and declare war on the menagerie, really. Although they kind of declared war first, but it is really a moot point, actually. So,
yeah.
Good job. Good job. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
What? No, you first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, that that shoulder thing that I that shoulder to shoulder eye contact thingy.
Yeah.
I only do that with family, because if you do, the way my mom said it is that if you do it with someone that's not family, they're basically become part of my family kind of thing, It's the non-platonic kind of way, So just do it with family or with kids, just family,
Jojyre?
Yeah.
I'm a kobold. We don't have blood family. We have everyone's family. And I go and hug his leg.
It just hugs my leg. I just stiffen up for a second and just yeah, sure. I'm just warning you. If you ever meet someone that knows about that tradition that's very obscure, then it may lead to complications. So.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Should
You're
we
proposing
not
marriage? I'm telling you, proposing marriage to people, and it's only we're family. That's why I clarified it that we're family.
No,
So,
no.
I'm not
No,
trying.
I
No, I wasn't trying to marry you, Azzy.
I'm real
at this
sorry.
point,
I'm not into people without scales. I'm not. That's
No,
not my thing.
I know, but I'm just clarifying that if you do that trick with someone else that's not family, then and they know about the tradition as well, then it could complicate things. I'm just letting you know, and it's just something
Right.
that, you know.
Okay,
I know
I see.
there's a lot more baggage to it, but it's a very meaningful thing, at least for my mom's side of the family. So that's what it is.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just making sure that's. I know it's weird now. It wasn't weird before, but now it's weird. So I'm gonna go and see how everyone else is doing.
Jojyre, it's only weird because you
Yeah.
say so, and now I'm gonna say it's not weird, which makes it not weird now. So there. Counteract.
Perfect.
Jake is just watching, going, "What the?"
You know what I've been thinking?
Yeah.
I need to. I kind of look at the. I mean, I love this shirt, and I think I always want to keep the shirt. But these shorts I've worn for so long are so ragged. I think I need to get a matching outfit. Be properly part of this circus.
Yeah. Something that brings out your scales. It makes them shine and shimmer. Maybe even something with a. Well, I'm kind of a fashionista myself.
So I look the part.
You look the part.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the star of the show.
At least tonight. I don't
At
want to
least
take the
tonight.
spotlight all the time.
Yes, tonight and every other night that we perform. Perfect. All right, good. Good. Perfect. All right, I'm going to go make sure. Jake, head count. Did you count everybody yet?
Has
No one's missing.
no one's missing. So yeah,
Oh,
everyone's there. Oh, actually,
there's one person missing.
Mordain.
Mordain.
Yeah.
Did you check her caravan?
That's what's missing.
Oh, that's a conspicuous thing to just take away.
What about her tank? Is her tank missing too?
Everything.
Cool.
Seeing that, I would walk up to Lieriel. Says,
Not upset.
Lieriel has gone into. She's taken the little kobold into her wagon, and the door is like shut.
"Oh, I want to be the one who said, Lieriel, we've got good news and bad news."
Sorry.
That's
I
fair
mean, you
enough.
can find her, but like that was Lieriel was set on a mission. She's currently doing.
You're doing human
Negotiating.
resources. You're doing human
Negotiating
resources
terms.
management.
We have benefits.
Kobold resources.
So you're saying the Celestial Menagerie, they didn't have dental? They didn't have dental. We have dental.
We have dental. Yes, we do.
God, it is so naive of you all to think that Lieriel's being that nice right now.
Oh no, absolutely.
We don't know.
Is there
not
any
being
scenes that we
cool.
need to play out before we finish up?
I say finish
if
up
you-
there.
Yeah. I think we can start next session with maybe some scenes because I've got a couple other things that I wanted to do. And I would like to play through talking with the kobold.
Lorian,
No, I'm good.
you're awake.
I'm good. This is the most awake I've been for a game in a long time.
Emi?
No, I'm good.
Will?
Let me think. I'll ask the other two first. I'm thinking if I need to do. Any
I've asked all.
scenes.
I left you for last.
Yeah.
Oh, left me
You can,
last.
Yeah.
you can say that Jake would end the scene trying to doing the head count, going to Mordain's caravan, and where it was, it's mysteriously gone. Everything's been packed up and moved, so I'm just
Yeah.
there looking.
Man,
I
and
know
I had
she's-
such a zinger for when she left too.
I know she's a good escape artist, but I didn't know she was that good.
She's
You're a bit preoccupied.
I'll end there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the perfect one to end on.
Well, you were thinking?
I'm thinking still. I think I do have one more scene I want to do. I'm gonna find Jake.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll find Jake near where where Mordain was.
Kind of walk up to next to Jake, just kind of. Look like she's gone.
Yep.
Where do you think
Be
she
honest,
went?
where else do you think she would go?
To be honest, what?
Well, is it really a bad thing that she's gone?
Obviously, it's a fantastic thing that she's gone.
It is a horrible. We will be left without them. Oh, the shame, the shame. We
I
are
think
such.
the overall, yes. The overall, what is the word? The overall morale of the circus has gone up, as well as the IQ. So it's a lot better. But it's I mean, Mordain was still one of us, honestly.
They were one of us, but do you really think they ever meshed with the group?
I don't know. Maybe no one gave her a chance. Just thinking about that, you know?
All we can do is open a door. It's up to them to come to us.
Yeah. Or crawl through a window.
Or lockpick the
lot of,
door. Go down the fire escape. Go down the
Yeah, I
fire
heard there's a
chimney.
legend about those people. Some people go on fire escapes and leave presents everywhere. I think they're rat people or something.
Yeah. Something claws?
Yeah. Jake, I just wanted to ask you something. And it's a bit awkward. And you can't tell anyone else, all right? All right. Actually, never mind. I'm never mind. I'm just, it's been a long day and I'm just thinking about stuff and I'm still kind of sick from earlier from Ives. But I just wanted you to know that I trust you, man. And just kind of hits Jake's shoulder. Trust you. And depending on you, and the circus depends on you. And you're a good boy. So yeah,
I say at the end of goodbye, wrap it up there. Can Jake do an insight check to see what's eating out Jojyre?
No.
Okay.
You called it end there.
Yep, I did. Time frames, don't you love them?
Yeah.
Yep, true.
Unless there's something else.
I think the night passes.
Can we wait until...
Oh.
I wanted to talk to the kobold.
Yeah, we still wanted to do stuff, but we'll wait till next session.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll wait till next because it's
figure out.
getting late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep this night. Just wait for next week.
Okay. So, this has been a few times getting ready and getting up and set. So, yay, we finally got it finished. Even though we're not live, we're having to pre-record and probably edit other bits in. But yay.
Shame we couldn't do it live because this has probably been my favorite episode so far of this campaign.
I know, it's kind of, it's one of those where, and unfortunately it just didn't happen. We'll figure something else out. But it recorded, it's work. Let's do our outro, starting with Emi.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. And I've been playing Leafy, the Lushy Druid. Hopefully my voice recovers and I can jump back on, do some more live streams and stuff. I've been missing it. I want to jump back into my hardcore world on Minecraft. So you can find me over on twitch.tv/Emi_Rabbit. And yeah, I play Minecraft and I played a bit of Digimon and a bunch of other stuff. So mainly Minecraft though.
Okay. MrLiveProducer.
Hello, I'm MrLiveProducer. I've been playing your... I was going to say heart of the group, but I think the heart is Azzy. I'm more of the conscience of the group. And yeah, so that was fun. You're
the backbone of the group. You're like the supportive structure around that we are all like. Without you, we'd just all fall apart. You're like the skeleton. It's not really a nice way of saying that. How do you put that like in a in
skeleton?
A sort of... You're the bones of. You're a dog. You're the bones. The foundation.
Oh, are we doing hurt and help points this episode, or are we going to leave that for this week?
We'll leave it there.
Yeah. Unless
you want to.
I think we can do next week as like a culmination. I think.
Okay, we'll do
really
next week.
Nice.
Okay, so you can catch me at MrLiveProducer on Twitter, Twitch, or where you can find most people, where I mostly do VR content and other assorted work. I have my paws in many, many different things.
Yep.
Because I'm a doggy.
Lorian?
Hi, I'm Lorian, and I've been playing Azzy, the Kobold Sorcerer. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud as Lorian Ross. I've been just earlier today, technically yesterday for me, I posted 2 songs. They're not new, but they're commissions I'd done quite a while, like a month ago or so, and I finally got around to post them on my YouTube channel. One's a sort of a jazzy song for a Minecraft Kobold mod of all things. Okay. So that's fun. They wanted a custom song for a custom music disc. And the other one was a character theme I did as part of an art trade, which I was very, very proud of. So go check those out, and more music to come in the future.
And I do, like, for anyone that asks, where can you get one of those things?
One of the this is custom. It's I got it from Budsies for a fortune.
Yes. So Budsies
worth every penny.
Del?
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I've been playing Lieriel the Liberated, your Elven Escape artist and cleric of Calistria. And man, if this wasn't fodder for revenge fantasies, I don't know what is. So excited for next week. Excited for everything that's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't trust this kobold.
Do you want to keep him kobold, or do you want to keep him or go back to?
Kobold.
I believe he's supposed to be
kobold.
tiefling. I thought it was.
I will say this: if he wasn't a kobold, I would have killed him.
Yeah,
it's just it is what it
kobold
is. Then. Yes,
he's kobold. They are kobold.
Oh.
Yes, if he wasn't a kobold, I would have killed him. So.
Because I think he's supposed to be a kobold, but it's like it's either tiefling or kobold. But either way, we're green kobold apparently then. With tattoos.
Soon we'll have all the colors. Soon.
Collecting them all. They're pocket monsters. You just need really big pockets. Will?
Oh, you can't find me anywhere. Yeah. Next.
Hey everybody, playing Jojyre Vanrik, the fast-talking ringmaster, scoundrel rogue, as we all know, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. I'm really sad that we can't do this live, but hopefully next week it's fixed, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and then it's gonna be great. And the show was amazing.
And it's all happening. It's all happening.
Better pre-recorded than not at all.
Yeah.
Yes, which was most likely what was going to happen. Unfortunately, we did go to Del, or did you just do the end part?
We went
Del just said don't perceive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So normally we'd raid something, but it's pre-recorded, don't have it. So we have lots of shows on the channel. We have now, in theory, 4 shows a week. City of Mist, which is Knights of Pinetown University. We have Monster of the Week, where we're running the alignment or alienment, depends on how badly you misspell things, and go, fuck it, let's use the same one. We also, in theory, should have Masks of New Generation with Heroish starting there's been delays, but we're looking forward to it, and we're going to hopefully have a lot of fun playing heroes, which are not that hero-ish. And of course, we're back again with this Circus of the Broken Chain. So thank you everyone for watching this, and like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces. And thank you all our cast members for putting up with all the annoying crashes that we've had and disruptions and everything.
We can't raid anyone. This is a disaster.
No, can't raid. But
you can't tell anyone that our Goblin hearts are warm and fresh.
Yeah, you did an amazing show. So thank you so much. With all the disruptions, you did amazing. Bye everybody. We'll go through the credits.
Bye.
Bye.